Revolution. First, the starting lineup will be visiting Somerset Patriots. Leading off, your winners, K-Man of the game, second baseman number 25, Craig Massey. Batting second in right field, number 5, Teodoro Martinez. Batting third in left field, number 7, Will Cantor. Batting fourth at first base, number 53, Edwin Espinal. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 34, Mike Holder. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 21, Ray Navarro. Batting seventh, at shortstop, number 8, Alfredo Rodriguez. Batting eighth in center field, number 22, Michael Krause. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 4, Juan Gonzalez. The starting pitcher for the Patriots this evening, left-hander number 40, David Hilbert. Patriots are managed by Brett Jody. And now, the starting lineup for your York Revolution. Leading off and playing center field, number 2, Justin Trapp. Batting second at second base, number 12, Angelis Nina. Batting third as the designated hitter, number 23, Telvin Nash. Batting fourth at first base, number 16, Isaias Tejeda. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 15, Wellington Dotel. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 29, Melky Mesa. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 6, Henry Castillo. Batting eighth and catching, number 33, James Skelton. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, number 10, Alvaro Rondo. The starting pitcher for your York Revolution this evening, right-hander, number 30, Mitch Atkins. Your York Revolution are assisted by bullpen coach Sandy De Leon, bench coach and third base coach Emma Polanco, pitching coach Paul Fletcher, and are led by the winningest manager in York Revolution history, Mark Mason.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Yeah, I'll take it. If you got it. Do-do-ba-do-ba-do. You too. A pleasant good evening and welcome to People's Bank Park in York, Pennsylvania, where tonight the Somerset Patriots take on the York Revolution for the final game of a 4-game series, and it's the final game of a 7-game road trip for Somerset. It started off with a couple of losses, but since that point, the Patriots have won 4 straight, including the first 3 of this series against the York Revolution, and they look for the sweep tonight in central Pennsylvania. Well, welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Mark Schwartz. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, whether it be on the Voice of Central Jersey, 1450 WCTC, or whether it be on SPN.TV. Very appreciative of you guys tuning in for tonight's broadcast. Well, this is it for the Patriots on this 7-game road trip. They lost the first 2 games in Southern Maryland, and that was the tail end of a 7-game road trip. A 7-game losing streak, rather, for the Somerset Patriots. But since that point, they won on Sunday against Southern Maryland, and they've come into York, and they have taken the first 3 games of this series, and they've done so in 3 pretty different styled ball games. The first win came Monday night. Somerset won that ball game 8-5, and that was a come-from-behind effort. The Patriots were trailing 4-0 through the first 3 innings, and then rallied to take a 5-4 lead, traded runs with the Revs, and eventually won the ball game 8-5. Tuesday night was a completely different story. Tuesday night's ball game was a rout in favor of Somerset. After having a tied ball game at 1 apiece through the first 2 innings, the Patriots wound up putting a 16 spot on the board. It was the most runs they've scored in a ball game this season. They won 16-1, and that game was decided after a 7-run top of the 3rd inning. So that was game 2 on Tuesday. Last night's ball game between the Patriots and the Revs was a pitcher's duel of sorts. Liam O'Sullivan had one of, if not his best start of the season for the Patriots. He went 7 2/3 innings, held a very dangerous York Revolution lineup completely off the scoreboard, and the Patriots got 2 runs batted in from Teodoro Martinez, including a solo home run in the top of the 3rd inning, and the Patriots carried a 3-0 lead into the bottom of the 9th inning. The Revs rallied for 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th, all with 2 out, and they had the tying run at 3rd base and the winning run at 2nd base with 2 away in the bottom of the 9th. But Tyler Cloyd on the mound, he was able to get the former Patriot Justin Trapp to fly out to right field, and the Patriots held on for a 3-2 win. It was the first 1-run victory for the Patriots in quite some time. They had been in an 0-for-8 stretch in 1-run games. The last time they had actually won a game by a single run, you got to go all the way back into the first half of the season, June 30th against the Long Island Ducks, so over a month ago. But that changed last night with a 3-2 win for Somerset. So they've taken the first 3 games of this series over the York Revolution, and they've done so a little convincingly ever since that first night. In fact, ever since the 3rd inning on Monday night's game, the Patriots have now outscored the Revs 27-4 over their last 24 innings. That being said, there is still a game to play tonight here in York, Pennsylvania. The Revs hope to salvage the 4-game series, and the Patriots hope to return home with a series sweep and riding a 5-game win streak into tomorrow night's ball game against the Sugarland Skeeters back at TD Bank Ballpark. The Revs have taken the field here at People's Bank Park, so we'll step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll dive into the pitching matchup. We'll give the TD Bank starting lineups, and we will get ready for first pitch. It's the York Revolution and the Somerset Patriots, the season finale between these 2 teams. Coming up next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
Today's presentation of Somerset Patriots Baseball is brought to you by Atlantic Health Systems, Brother, Diamond Nation, Flemington Car and Truck Country, Flemington Department Store, Fullerton Auto, Health Quest, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey Lottery, RWJ Barnabas Health, Bolari Design, Northern New Jersey ROTC, T-Mobile, TD Bank.
It's a slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand. That's a tasty burger.
And welcome back to People's Bank Park, getting ready for first pitch between the Somerset Patriots and the York Revolution. Go over the TD Bank starting lineups. We'll start with your Somerset Patriots. At TD Bank, expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access through online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. TD Bank, unexpectedly human. Member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. The Patriots tonight have a very similar lineup to the one that they brought out to the field in last night's 3-2 win. Craig Massey leads off at second base. Teodoro Martinez makes his third straight start in right field. He hits second. Will Kendra back in left field, hitting third. Edwin Espinal, the Raritan Building Services cleanup batter of the ball game. Raritan Building Services, we don't cut corners, we clean them. Espinal also the team's starting first baseman. Michael Ullman once again hits as the designated hitter, batting fifth. It's Ray Navarro back in the lineup. He hits sixth at third base. Alfredo Rodriguez at shortstop, hitting seventh. Mike Krause at center field, batting eighth. And rounding up the order for the Patriots is Yovan Gonzalez. He is the starting catcher, and he hits ninth for the Patriots as they work against Mitch Atkins on the mound tonight for the York Revolution. Of course, Atkins, a former Somerset Patriot. This season, he is 7-4 with a 3.11 earned run average. He was the Freedom Division All-Star Team's starting pitcher in the Midsummer Classic played here at People's Bank Park back on July 12th. Over 98 and a third innings this season. Atkins has struck out 83 batters. He has walked 20, and opponents are hitting .233 against the former Patriot on the season. So it's Atkins on the mound and Craig Massey stepping into the left-handed batter's box as we get ready for the final regular season meeting between these two teams. First pitch for Mitch Atkins is a fastball. It misses low, and we are underway at 6:36 p.m. Eastern Time. Atkins from the windup and the 1-0. Massey checks his swing, takes a pitch a little outside. 2 balls and no strikes. We've got partly cloudy skies, 78 degrees. In York, Pennsylvania, had a brief passing shower maybe about 2 hours ago. As the 2-0 to Massey taken outside, 3 balls and no strikes. But it was only a slight passing shower, didn't stay for too long. And in fact, it's actually cooled down the weather a little bit. It's gotten rid of some of the humidity. And it is a very comfortable Thursday evening in York, Pennsylvania. Massey ahead in the count 3-0 against Atkins. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball taken at the knees, a called strike, 3-1. The umpires for tonight's ball game, Derek Moshe behind home plate, assisted by Trackman calling balls and strikes. Nate Caldwell at first, Buzz Albert at third. 3-1 to Massey, taken for a called strike, clips the outside part of the plate. Massey was ready to take first base, but it's a full count as we're just underway at People's Bank Park. Atkins from the windup, here's the 3-2. Misses well outside, ball 4. Actually gets off the glove of James Skelton and rolls to the backstop. So Craig Massey has drawn a leadoff walk to begin tonight's ball game. And we'll set the defense for the York Revolution. In the outfield, it's the same alignment they've had for each of the first 3 games of this series. Milky Mace's in left, Justin Trapp in center, Wellington Dotel in right. One of the big changes in the lineup, however, for the Revs tonight, Carlos Franco is not getting the start. He has a night off. So Henry Castillo at third base, Alvaro Rondon at short, Ryan Dent is still injured. At second base, Angelis Mina, Isaias Tejeda at first, and James Skelton behind home plate. So Craig Massey leads off of first base, and Atkins will throw over. Disengages with the rubber with the right foot stepping behind the plate. the pitcher's plate and throws on to first base. Craig Massey reached base 3 times last night. He went 3 for 5. He also stole 2 bases. Now 18 steals on the year for Massey. And Atkins will throw over again. York wearing their home white uniforms, white pants, navy cap, navy brim, and gold and navy numbering, lettering, and trimming. Patriots in their road grays once again tonight. First pitch, Massey goes, Martinez swings, grounds it to third. It's fielded on a backhand by Henry Castillo, and he gets the ball onto first base. Massey over to second. That's a 5-3 putout, and the first out of tonight's ballgame. So Somerset early in the night has a runner in scoring position against Mitch Atkins. Martinez attacking the first pitch there. That'll bring up Will Kenger. Kenger's enjoyed a lot of success against the York Revolution this season. Had a 4 RBI game a couple of nights ago. However, he went 0 for 4 last night with 1 walk drawn. He's got Massey in scoring position, 1 away, top of the first. We're just underway. No score. Atkins from the stretch, first pitch. It's taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Infield plays back against the left-handed hitting Kenger with the outfield straight up. No wind to speak of for tonight's ball game. Soft lead off of second for Massey. And now Atkins will step off. Craig has stolen third base 1 time so far in this series. And he had 2 steals last night. He had a stolen base Tuesday night. 3 stolen bases overall in the series. Kenger takes a breaking ball low from Atkins. 2 balls and no strikes. So for Mitch Atkins, this is now his 17th start of the season. And it marks the 3rd time that he will go up against the Somerset Patriots. His first start of the year came against Somerset and was one of his more difficult outings of the season. Gave up 5 runs over 4 innings on 7 hits all the way back on May 7th. And now Atkins steps off again, clearly distracted by Craig Massey, jumping back and forth in his primary lead off the second base bag. Last time that Atkins faced the Patriots was on June 9th. He took a loss, allowing 4 runs, 1 earned over 4 2/3 innings. Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. That's a called strike to Kenger, 2-1. So the Patriots are 2-0 against Mitch Atkins this season. Granted, since the last time that Atkins faced the Patriots, he's pitched quite well. Did allow 4 runs over 6 innings in his last start, but it was a win against the New Britain Bees. Righty Atkins works from the stretch. 2-1. Misses low and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Atkins has been a little around the strike zone in the early goings. Not a pitcher that has been known to walk many. But a leadoff walk to Craig Massey. And now Will Kenger ahead in the count, 3-1. In the top of the first inning, in the final game of this 4-game series, and the last regular season meeting between the Somerset Patriots and the York Revolution. Atkins comes set, 3-1. Taken low, and that's ball 4. Second walk allowed by Mitch Atkins in the top of the first inning. Kenger reaches first base, and now runners at first and second with 1 away for Edwin Espinal. And that might have been a situation where Atkins was pitching a bit around Kenger. Kenger is raked against York this season, and he's also a left-handed batter, and first base was open. So that does set up a double play, and it brings up the right-handed hitting Edwin Espinal. But Espinal has enjoyed a strong stretch as of late. He's hit safely in each of his last 4 games during this Patriot 4-game win streak. First pitch, swing and a miss. Got a slider there, and he swung right through it. No balls and a strike. Espinal 7 for 16 from the plate during this 4-game win streak, with 4 walks drawn, 6 runs scored, and a 5.24 on base percentage. As Atkins steps off, that's a big thing for Espinal over this recent stretch. It's not so much that he's hitting for power. He did have a double on Sunday against the Blue Crabs, but he's been taking better pitches, and he's been drawing more walks and working tougher at bats. And that's what the Patriots want out of Espinal. They'd love to see him hit for power, but if you look at Espinal's numbers over his professional career, he's never been a huge big-time home run hitter. 0-1. Swung on and popped up, foul territory. Third base side, James Skelton sheds the mask near the stands, and it lands 3 rows in. And it moves to an 0-2 count. And Espinal has just 4 home runs so far this season. He hit 3 home runs in the first 2 weeks or so that he was on this Patriots team, but his career high in home runs is 15, and he did it back in 2017 in time in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, split between AA Altoona, AAA Indianapolis. That's the only time in his professional career he has hit for more than 10 home runs. So the Patriots want tough at-bats. They want him getting on base, and they want him spraying the field. 0-2. Breaking ball swung on and hit high in the air, deep towards left field. Mesa tracks back, and he makes the catch shy of the warning track. Back to second base goes Craig Massey, and that's the second out of the inning. Well, it's a good job of 2-strike hitting from Edwin Espinal. He hit the ball on the nose, but out towards left center field, and Mesa was able to track it down. But still, it's another promising swing, and Espinal, during his struggles in July, on those 0-2 breaking balls, hadn't been staying as back, and the swing wasn't as compact. But that time, on an 0-2 breaking ball that hung, he made solid contact with it, but just a little too close to the left fielder, Melky Mesa. So now there's 2 out with runners at first and second in the top of the first inning. A couple of walks have been drawn by the Patriots. First pitch to Ullman. It's taken for a called strike at the knees. Fooled a bit by James Skelton, but still called a strike by the automated balls and strike system. But Michael Ullman falls behind 0-1. He's hitting .287 on the season with 9 home runs and 48 runs batted in. Craig Massey's off of second base. Will Kenger's off of first. Both players have drawn walks against Mitch Atkins in the top of the first inning. And now Atkins steps off to stare Massey back towards second. Infield can play back against the power-hitting righty Michael Ullman, who went 3 for 4 yesterday. Went 3 for 4 Tuesday night as well. Did go 0 for 5 in the series opener against the Revs, but we'll just throw that game out. We won't talk about that one. He's 6 for his last 8 from the plate, including a 5 RBI, 2 home run performance Tuesday night in this ballpark. Batting average close to 290. 0-1. Taken in the dirt, blocked by Skelton. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's second on the team in home runs and second on the team in runs batted in. He's got an early opportunity to put the Patriots in front. York struck first Monday night, but the Patriots got a first inning run on Tuesday night, and then they struck first on the solo home run from Teodoro Martinez in the top of the 4th inning last night. 2 on, 2 out, no score. We're in the top of the first inning. Atkins about to throw his 18th pitch. Here it is. And Ullman takes a breaking ball and drops in for a called strike, 1-2. It'll be David Holmberg on the mound for the Patriots when the Revs come to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. Atkins comes set, glove at the chest, looks towards second. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball, misses low and away, and it gets away from Skelton. On to third base is Massey. Over to second base goes Will Kenger. And it's a wild pitch on a breaking ball from Atkins in the dirt. And now the Patriots with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 away in the top of the first inning. Well, Skelton normally a very strong defensive catcher, but that breaking ball was in the dirt a little in front of James. He got his body in front, but it hit off, looked like the side of the glove, and then ricocheted over Skelton's shoulder and rolled to the backstop. So now 2 in scoring position with 2 away for Ullman. And a 2-2 count in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch from Atkins. Swung on, a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Massey scores. Kencher is going to be waved home. Here's Mace's throw. It's over the glove of Skelton. Rolls to the backstop. On the throw, Ullman goes to second base. And the Patriots have jumped in front 2-0 in the top of the first inning. That is a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run single from Michael Ullman. And the Patriots strike first in the final game of this 4-game series. A couple of walks from Atkins earlier in the inning, a costly wild pitch, and some clutch hitting from Michael Ullman, who's now at 50 runs batted in on the season. Somerset out to an early lead. Ullman again going to second base after that throw got away from James Skelton. Will likely be an E7 against Melky Mesa, getting Ullman into scoring position. So runner at second now with 2 away. Patriots leading 2-0. And it'll be Ray Navarro at the plate. Hits from the left side against Atkins. And the first pitch from Mitch misses low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So it is an E7 on Melky Mesa. And it gets Ullman into scoring position. Now Ray Navarro, a 258 batter, steps in. A 1-0 count. Atkins comes set. Here's the pitch. Navarro swings and rips it foul. And that scatters some of the Revs pitchers in their bullpen down the right field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. So already the Patriots now to a nice start for tonight's ball game. Mitch Atkins is struggling his way through his first inning. He's now thrown 22 pitches, including a couple of walks and the 2-out, 2-run single from Michael Ullman. 1-1 to Navarro. Breaking ball curls in. That's a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Navarro was not in the lineup last night, but he has enjoyed a strong series. Was 4 for 5 with a run scored and a run batted in Monday night, and then reached base 3 times Tuesday night, including a couple of walks. 1-2. Navarro swings in, rolls it over to the right side. Easy hop for Angelis Nina. He gets the ball onto first base, and the inning is over. However, 2 runs score on a hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. The Patriots plate 2 runs at the top of the first, and they lead early on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
As a personal trainer, I thrive on guiding my clients to good health. When I was told I needed both hips replaced, I turned to the network of experts at Atlantic Health System. I was able to see my orthopedic surgeon in Sparta, right near my home, and received exceptional care at Morristown Medical Center for my surgery. I was able to teach, motivate, and inspire again.
Where you go for orthopedic care matters.
Atlantic Health System, because every moment is a moment that matters.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit ValariNJ.com to learn more today.
Never get used to him. Bottom of the first inning, Somerset leading 2-0. Quickly, the TD Bank starting lineup for the hosting Revolution, managed by Mark Mason. He's assisted by Paul Fletcher, Anahel Polanco, and Sandy DeLeon. Justin Trapp leads off, followed by Angelis Nina and the designated hitter Telvin Nash. He'll be followed by Isaias Tejeda, Wellington Dotel, Melky Mesa hits 6th, Henry Castillo 7th, James Skelton 8th, and Alvaro Rondon rounds up the order. He bats 9th as they work against the southpaw David Holmberg on the mound for the Somerset Patriots. 27-year-old lefty, from Fort Myers, Florida. Holmberg making now his 12th start of the season. He is 1-3 with a 3.80 ERA. This is his third appearance since returning from injury. And the leash is a little longer once again for Holmberg tonight. He'll work from the stretch, and the first pitch to Justin Trapp. It's a fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. Holmberg over 45 innings this season has struck out 26, walked 12, opponents hitting .272 against him on the year. 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. He made his return from injury on July 31st against this Revs team, tossed 1 scoreless inning of relief, and was taken out in favor of Vince Molesky. Through 3 innings, over the previous weekend against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, as the 0-2 to Trapp is skied foul, first base side, it will land out of play. He allowed 1 run over his 3 innings on 2 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Was perfect through his first 2, but gave up a run in his 3rd inning. So now he's on the mound here, and again, Brett Jody, leash a little longer. He was held to 3 innings his last time. There's a chance he could go 5 tonight. 0-2 to Trapp, just misses low and inside on a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The game pace will dictate how long Holmberg is for this game, but if he's efficient, he has a chance to complete 5 innings. 1-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a changeup diving away from the right-handed hitting Justin Trapp. He lunged for it, came up empty, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 1st inning. So the defense for the Patriots in tonight's contest in the outfield from left to right, Will Kenger, Mike Kraus, and Teodoro Martinez. Along the infield, Ray Navarro back at the hot corner. It's Alfredo Rodriguez at shortstop, Craig Massey at second, Edwin Espinal at first, and Jovan Gonzalez behind the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Angeles Nina. Swings at the first pitch and grounds it to short. Coming in's Alfredo Rodriguez, fields cleanly, and a strong bullet of a throw on to first base. And there's quickly 2 away. Somerset leading 2-0 after the Michael Ullman 2-out, 2-run single in the top of the 1st inning. And that'll bring Telvin Nash to the plate. Nash was held inside the ballpark last night for the first time in the series. In fact, he had a 2-run home run in the 1st inning Monday night. He had a solo home run in the 1st inning Tuesday night. But last night did not hit a home run in the 1st inning. Drew a walk. In fact, he was held without a home run. First pitch to Nash. Called a strike on a fastball that clipped the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Nash did, however, still reach base twice. He went 1 for 3 with a double. And he came up in a big spot in the bottom of the 8th inning, 0-1. Swung on and got underneath it. Skies it a mile high out to shallow left center. Alfredo Rodriguez, the shortstop, calls everyone off to make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 1st inning for David Holmberg. Works quickly through the Revs' first 3 batters, and the Patriots will carry a 2-0 lead into the 2nd when we return on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Fans all season long, the Patriots have teamed up with AARP New Jersey to offer its members discounted tickets to every Sunday home game. Just mention the code Patriots3 and then you're an AARP member to get a 50% ticket discount. Alfredo Rodriguez leads off at the top of the second, and the first pitch from Mitch Atkins misses low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Rodriguez, Krause, and Gonzalez, bottom third of the Patriots order. 1-0 to the third-year shortstop is taken for a called strike, 1-1. Rodriguez, a right-handed batter, working against the righty Mitch Atkins, who threw 24 pitches in the top of the first inning. 1-1's a blooper out towards shallow right field. Racing out's Nina. Coming in's the right fielder Dotel, and he makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Patriots are leading 2-0 after the Michael Ullman 2-out, 2-run single in the top of the first inning. Atkins walked a pair in that top of the first as well. And then a 2-out wild pitch with Ullman at the plate put 2 runners in scoring position before Ullman brought both of them home with a ground ball that snuck through the left side of the infield. So 1 out, nobody on, top of the second inning. Here's Michael Krause. Takes the first pitch fastball from Atkins for a called strike. Atkins has a cut fastball in his repertoire, so most times when the pitch looks like a fastball, has a little bit of cutting movement. 0-1 to Krause, checked his swing but went around. No balls and 2 strikes. The cut fastball works its way away from right-handed batters and into left-handed batters. Krause a righty. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Settled on the inside part of the plate according to ABS. Krause kept the bat on his shoulder. That's the first strikeout of the ballgame for Mitch Atkins, and there's 2 away in the top of the second inning. Now Yovan Gonzalez, the batter, had a 6-game hit streak that came to an end in last night's ballgame. However, he did draw a walk, so we will shift what we called a 6-game hit streak into what we'll now call a 7-game on-base streak, as the first pitch to Gonzalez is a fastball close to the hands, called a strike, 0-1. Atkins working a lot quicker in the top of the second inning, as Gonzalez takes a cut fastball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yovan, a .259 batter this season, 3 home runs and 20 RBI. 1-1 from the righty. Swinging a ground ball towards short, fielded on a hop by Rendon. Heels on the outfield grass, throws on to first base, and the inning is over. So a 1-2-3 bounce back inning for Mitch Atkins. Somerset still in front 2-0 as we move to the bottom of the second on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here for...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Alpine Business Systems is a leading provider of information systems and services. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. If you need help during the game or have any questions, you can simply text us Text 908-252-0700 so we can help you. Again, 908-252-0700 so we can help you. It's a 2-0 Patriots lead. We're in the bottom of the second inning in the fourth and final game of this 4-game series between the Patriots and the Revs. Final game of a 7-game road trip. Somerset 4-2 over their first 6 games of this road trip, and in fact now have a 7-game above 500 record in road games this season, compared to just being 1 game over 500 back home at TD Bank Ballpark. Isaias Tejeda leads off in the bottom of the second inning against David Holmberg. And a first pitch fastball at the top part of the strike zone, called to strike 0-1. Holmberg threw just 8 pitches in the bottom of the first inning. And he worked a 1-2-3 frame, striking out Justin Trout, and eventually getting Telvin Nash to pop out to the shortstop. As Tejeda swings and lines one into center field. It's a base hit for Isaias Tejeda. First hit of the ball game for the Revolution. So Tejeda takes first, and that'll bring up Wellington Dotel. That's just Tejeda's 3rd hit of the series against the Patriots. He's been relatively held in check. I mean, he's a guy that leads the Atlantic League in hitting, and he hasn't had too much of an impact so far in this series. One of the bigger impacts that he made, he was actually the catcher for the Revs yesterday and allowed a run to score on a passed ball. So Tejeda now at first. Here's Wellington Dotel, a right-handed hitter, against the lefty Holmberg. First pitch, swung on, popped up, first base side. Espinal will give it a look, but that's going to get into the stands down the first base line. And a fan makes the catch who brought a glove. Caught it in the heel of his glove, shielding himself. And some of the Patriots at the top step of their dugout having a little bit of fun at the expense of that fan who just got himself a souvenir. Sort of stuck his glove in the air to protect his face, and the ball found its way into his glove. 0-1. Misses inside to Dotel. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dotel, a .306 batter, 8 home runs and 57 runs batted in. Has an open stance from the right side of the plate as he asks for time. It's granted to him by the home plate umpire, Derek Moshe. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Sun is shining, and the shadows have begun to creep their way across the infield. 1-1. Misses low, and it gets away from Gonzalez. Tejeda off for second base. He'll arrive without a throw. That's a wild pitch against David Holmberg, and now the Revs have a runner in scoring position with nobody out in the second inning. Breaking ball came low and into Dotel, and Gonzalez didn't let it go to the backstop, but it bounced about 10 or so feet to his left, which was enough to entice Tejeda. So a 2-1 count against Dotel. First base open. Tejeda off of second. The infield plays back. Outfield straight up. Here's the pitch from Holmberg. Swung on and hit hard out to left field and deep. It's off the top of the fence. Stays in play. Dotel turns first. He's heading for second. In to score from second base is Isaias Tejeda. And the Revs are on the board. It's a 2-1 score in the bottom of the second inning. Tejeda ripped that one, and it hit off the very top of the left field fence. That's that arch nemesis that stands over 30 feet tall, protecting Arc Street that runs parallel to the left field line behind the fence. So an RBI single for Wellington Dotel. I'll rather make that an RBI double. He advanced to second as Kendra played it off the bounce. So the Patriots now in front 2-1. And here's Melky Mesa, another right-handed hitter. First pitch. Mesa takes low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. So a couple of hits for the Revs to begin this bottom of the second inning. Mesa hitting .300, 14 home runs, and 47 runs batted in. 1-0 from the lefty. Swinging a ground ball to third. Navarro plays it back, fields cleanly, and gets the throw across the diamond. Holding at second base is Dotel, and that's the first out of the inning. Looked like Gray Navarro struggled a bit with that ground ball. He was a little in between whether or not he wanted to field it on the long hop or charge in, and ultimately sat back, waited for the grounder, and he collected it right where the shadows meet the sunlight, near the third base bag. then was able to get the ball onto first base. And that's the first out of the inning. And importantly for the Patriots, it holds Wellington Dotel at second base. So here's the switch hitting Henry Castillo. He'll bat from the right side of the plate for today's ballgame. Previously, the Revs have been keeping Castillo out of games with a left-handed starter on the mound. First pitch. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and the breaking ball is taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Castillo, a .219 batter from the right side of the plate this season. That's compared to a .311 batter from the left side. He hits from the right side here, the 1-0. Breaking ball misses low and in. 2 balls and no strikes. All right, it's Castillo in the lineup with the left-handed hitting Carlos Franco getting a night off. Franco's consistently been the number 5 batter in this Revolution lineup. A very dangerous hitter. As a breaking ball from Holmberg gets in for a called strike. So a 2-1 count, 1 away, bottom of the second inning. Already a run home for the Revs. And an RBI single off the top of the left field fence from Wellington Dodell. He's off of second base, held on by Craig Massey. Patriots in front, 2-1. Here's the pitch from Holmberg. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball had some good bite to it. Fell off the table and Castillo swung right over it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd starting to fill in quite well, in fact, here in York. Strongest crowd that they've had so far over this 4-game series. 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called. Got it at the knees. Castillo kept the bat on his shoulders, and that's the second out of the inning. And the second strikeout of the ballgame for Holmberg. It's a big one there. Now 2 away as the lefty James Skelton will step in. Hovered that pitch right around the knees. Castillo kept the bat on his shoulders and watched as that one was called strike 3. So 2 away. Still a runner in scoring position. Lefty-lefty matchup in the first pitch. Skelton takes a fastball that's called a strike. Knee-high outside part of the plate, 0-1. Skelton celebrated his 1,000th career hit in last night's ball game. 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Skelton was not in the starting lineup for the Revs, but he came in as a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 on and 2 out, and blooped a double down the left field line that scored a run, made it a 3-2 score. And it was the 1,000th hit of his professional baseball career. Now 1-1. Fastball outside. Holmberg tried the corner and missed. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's been a more arduous inning for Holmberg here in the bottom of the second. He was at 8 pitches through the first. He's now about to throw his 16th pitch in the second inning. Dotel's the tying run off of second base. He goes as the breaking ball misses outside, and there's no throw down to third base. That's a stolen base for Wellington Dotel, his 19th steal of the season. And now the tying run for the Revs, 90 feet away from home, with 2 away in the bottom of the second inning, and the Patriots leading 2-1. It's a 3-1 count with James Skelton at the plate, infield back. Here's the pitch. Swinging a soft ground ball, cued down the third base line. It is foul. And that'll move the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a full count offering against Skelton. Patriots got a couple of runs at the top of the first. Skelton a .302 batter overall this season. Been a remarkable year after he was traded from the Bees to the Revs in May. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside ball 4. And Skelton draws a 2-out walk to keep the inning going. throughout the course of Skelton's Atlantic League career, he has proven to be a maven of drawing walks. And to the surprise of not many, he ranks among the league leaders in walks once again this year. That is the 50th walk that Skelton has drawn, and is the 5th most in the Atlantic League. And keep in mind that he didn't play in the first 2 weeks of the season as he was awaiting a trade away from the New Britain Bees and eventually landing with the York Revolution. So here's Alvaro Rendon. A switch hitter will bat from the right side. First pitch from Holmberg. It is a breaking ball, and it misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. So an opportunity here for the Revs. Rendon makes his second straight start after Ryan Dent was hit by a pitch and taken out of Tuesday night's ball game. 1-0. Swinging a line drive into left field. It's a base hit, and the Revolution have tied the ball game. Alvaro Rendon, a 201 batter on the season, comes through with a 2-out RBI single. The Revs have plated 2 runs in the bottom of the second, and this ball game is tied up. Well, Holmberg took a little something off that pitch, and Rendon was well out in front, but able to get a piece of that one to line it into left field. So we're back to square one, but there's still 2 away in the bottom of the second inning, and the Revolution have runners at first and second. Here's Justin Trapp, first pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball, 0-1. An RBI double for Wellington Dotel, now a 2-out RBI single from Alvaro Rendon as this ball game tied. As Dotel was scoring from third base, he put 2 fingers up in the air and had his right arm extended high in the air the entire path as he ran from third base towards home plate. I imagine that means because that was the second run of the game. 0-1. Trapp muscles 1 foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Or it could be a peace sign. I haven't seen Dotel do that yet this season, so I'm not sure what the significance is behind it. Either way, the Revs have plated 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk to this point. A 2-out walk to James Skelton kept the inning alive and set up an opportunity for Rendon. 0-2 to Trapp. Fastball misses off the plate. Looked like a 2-seamer from Holmberg that tailed away from the right-handed hitting Justin Trapp. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to the former Patriot. Struck out on 3 pitches in his first at-bat against Holmberg. From the stretch, here it is. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called. Gets Trapp looking on a soft curveball, and the inning is over. However, the Revs played 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. It's a tied ball game. 2-2's our score. We'll head to the third on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
For over 100 years, Carrier Clinic has offered a wide array of specialized behavioral health services for individuals throughout New Jersey. Visit www.carrierclinic.org for more information. And looking for a great deal on a car, you'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. It's a tied game as we head to the top of the third inning here at Peoples Bank Park. Patriots got a couple of runs in the top of the first on a two-out, two-run single from Michael Ullman. But it was the Revolution who tied it up in the bottom of the second inning on an RBI double from Wellington Dotel and a two-out RBI single from Alvaro Rendon. First pitch to Craig Massey in the third is a called strike. Both starting pitchers have now allowed 2 runs over their first 2 innings, and both starting pitchers had tossed 33 pitches through their first 2. 0-1 to Massey, a hard-hit ground ball to second, but the long hop collected by Nina, and he gets it onto first base, and there's 1 away. It's now 5 in a row retired by Mitch Atkins. So 1 out, nobody on. Top of the third, game tied at 2. And Teodoro Martinez will step in. Well, today is Thursday, August 8th, and for those of you who are not just baseball fans, but also football fans, as Martinez takes a first pitch from Atkins for a called strike, showed bunt and pulled it back. It's an 0-1 count. Like to welcome a happy football season for all of our football fans that have tuned in for tonight's broadcast as well. Jets and the Giants are playing their annual game tonight as Martinez takes a breaking ball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like the Jets are able to score in their opening drive and a touchdown pass from Sam Darnold. 1-1 to Martinez, called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 1-2. It's always weird when football season begins and it overlaps, even just the preseason schedule overlaps with baseball, because for such a long time, baseball is the sport. 1-2. Martinez bloops one out towards shallow right field. The second baseman, Nina, back, and he's underneath it to make the catch. And there's 2 away. Martinez now 0 for 2. That'll bring up Will Kenger, who drew a walk and scored a run in his first at-bat. So, football is officially back underway. It's the annual, Snoopy Bowl between the Jets and the Giants. Of course, with the 2 playing in MetLife Stadium. And MetLife's mascot is Snoopy. First pitch to Will Kenger is a breaking ball that misses low. It got away from James Skelton. And the ball rolled to the backstop, and Will Kenger didn't take off for first base, but Kenger's laughing with home plate umpire Derek Moshe because Moshe didn't wait for that ball that was behind home plate to get collected by the catcher Skelton. In fact, he just took a ball out of his pocket and handed it to Skelton, which is technically not what he's supposed to do. Kenger swings here and rips one down the right field line, just foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Technically, if a ball is not caught in flight, the home plate umpire has to wait until it's the catcher for the team that's in the field that finds the ball and collects it. Because until that point, there's an opportunity where the batter that's at the plate for the hitting team can take off for first base. But Moshe didn't wait at all. He just handed a ball right over to James Skelton. 1-1 to Kenger is a ground ball down the first base line. It's fielded on an in-between hop by Isaias Tejeda. He takes it himself to first, and the inning is over. So the Patriots go down quietly in the top of the third. Atkins has retired 7 in a row, and we're tied at 2 through 2.5 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Friday, June 28th, Sunday, July 28th, and Thursday, August 29th. Additionally, our Girl Scout days are set for Sunday, June 30th, and Saturday, September 21st. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their PAX banner along with our nation's colors on the field before the game. A parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a go-see-it outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative Scout patches available for just $1.50. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game.
The 2019 Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. It's the bottom of the third inning. Patriots and the Revolution are tied at 2. David Holmberg back on the mound. It'll be 2-3-4 batters for the Revs. Angeles Nina leads off. And the first pitch from Holmberg settles on the outside part of the plate. That's a called strike, 0-1. Nina followed by Telvin Nash and Isaias Tejeda. Holmberg from the stretch quickly, and the 1-0 misses outside. Or 0-1 rather, misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runs, 1 hit for the Patriots. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for the Revs. 1-1's tapped foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Plenty of action around the Atlantic League in tonight's slate of ball games, as the Patriots enter with a 10-16 second half record. 3.5 games behind the first place High Point Rockers in the Liberty Division. 1-2. Misses upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Long Island in second place in the Liberty Division. 1 game behind the Ducks. Patriots are 3.5 back in third. And the New Britain Bees round up the Liberty Division. They are 5 games back in 4th place. 2-2. Breaking ball, grounded foul down the third baseline. And Nina stays alive. In fact, looks like there's scheduled to be, only 4 games. Originally, the Lancaster Barnstormers and the New Britain Bees were supposed to play a doubleheader, but looks like one of those games has been postponed, but they're still playing the other one. So I guess they've just decided to push off their doubleheader to another night. 2-2 pitch. Fouled to the backstop, and Nina stays alive. The Bees are leading the Barnstormers 1-0 in their only game between the two tonight. That one's in the bottom of the first. The High Point Rockers are out to a 3-0 lead over the Sugarland Skeeters. That ball game in the top of the 4th inning down in North Carolina, as Nina grounds one to short. In between hop, picked up by Rodriguez, spins around and fires it onto first base. Another strong play defensively for Alfredo Rodriguez after a couple of highlight reel plays last night. And there's one away in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ball game tied at 2 between the Patriots and the Revolution. Other game underway in the Atlantic League. The Long Island Ducks are out in front. They're leading 2-1 over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. That one in the bottom of the 3rd inning down in Waldorf. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Telvin Nash. Even when Telvin Nash has been put out, it still is difficult and it still seems a bit scary. He popped out to the shortstop, Alfredo Rodriguez, at his first at-bat, but the ball went as high as I've seen any fly ball this season. First pitch breaking ball from David Holmberg misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. I mean, he just got a little underneath it, and it gave Alfredo Rodriguez plenty of time to jog its way out to left center field. 1-0. Nash swings and fouls one off. 1 ball and 1 strike. It was a big situation in last night's ball game when Nash came to the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning. Liam O'Sullivan finished off 7 2/3 innings of scoreless baseball, but he left with runners at second and third in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 to Nash is hit high in the air, deep to left field, forget it. And that's over the arch nemesis and out. 31st home run of the season for Telvin Nash. That leads the league, and his impressive season continues. There's a no doubt about it blast as he slowly jogs his way around the infield here at Peoples Bank Park. There's the cannonball from Cannonball Charlie, and it is a 3-2 Revs lead in the home half of the 3rd inning. It seems like it's only a matter of time before Telvin Nash leaves the ballpark, and it's just incredible the stretch that he's been on. 31 home runs now for Nash on the season, and that one was a no doubt about it blast. Took advantage of the short porch and left, but it would have been gone in any ballpark in the Atlantic League. So the Revs in front 3-2, and the first pitch to Isaias Tejeda misses outside 1-0. It's the first lead that York has held ever since they led 4-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning in Monday night's game. One-0, taken low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, Nash just makes it look effortless. Didn't really put a huge swing on the ball, but just absolutely crushed it off of Holmberg. 2-0 to Tejeda misses up and away, 3 balls and no strikes, and Holmberg seems to be struggling just a bit on the mound. Body language wasn't quite there for the lefty after he missed well up and away to Tejeda. Took a step off the mound and began to just shrug off a bit. Seemed like he needed a deep breath. Now has got the ball back and steps back on the mound. 3-0 to Tejeda. Fastball taken all the way. A called strike, 3-1. There's one away at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Revolution 3-2 on the Telvin Nash solo shot. 3-1 to Tejeda. A chopper down the 3rd base line. It's foul. And with Isaias Tejeda at the plate, he takes really big cuts. Really big swings, and it's a little different to the approach from Telvin Nash. Nash makes it look a lot easier, has a really smooth stroke, and just depends on the power and his overall strength to get balls out. Tejeda, on the other hand, he takes some really violent swings towards balls. Even on that last chopper foul, is a tomahawked approach. 3-2. Swinging a ground ball foul down the 3rd base line again. And Tejeda has a similar approach to Wellington Dotel, the man who awaits on deck for the Revs, both of whom they do not get shorted at all in their swings at the plate. When they are up there, strike with 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Patriots now trailing the Revs 3-2 after the Telvin Nash solo home run. Here's the pitch from Holmberg, and it misses low and inside, ball 4. Second walk allowed by Holmberg tonight. Tejeda takes first base. It'll bring up Wellington Dotel. And now Holmberg's pitch count continues to rise. Mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast that the leash was a little longer for Holmberg tonight, considering he went 3 innings in his last start against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. But Holmberg now at 50 pitches through 2 1/3 innings, and his first one to Wellington Dotel is skied fouled on the first base line, 0-1. Holmberg pitches as the fastball to Dotel misses upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dotel in his first at bat hit a screamer off the very top of the fence down the left field line. 1-1. Swings and grounds it foul down the 3rd base line, 1-2. It was an RBI double that scored Isaias Tejeda from second base. And in other ballparks, even with that short porch and left, it might get out because the ball was hit so hard. It had a lot of distance on it. It just wasn't hit very high. 1-2. Misses up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He then stole third later in the inning and came home from third base on a 2-out RBI single from Alvaro Renault. Swung on and hit in the air, foul, right field side. Teodoro Martinez will give it a look, but it lands towards the home run patio, deep down the right field line. And Dotel stays alive, still a 2-ball, 2-strike count. There's 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Revs have already plated a run here. Isaias Tejeda just drew a 1-out walk. And David Holmberg, the lefty, battling with the right-handed hitting Wellington Dotel. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off again. And Dotel stays alive. Already more than 20 pitches for David Holmberg against the first 4 batters in the bottom of the 3rd inning. With Vince Molesky fully entrenched into the starting rotation, it has turned into the James Puglise show in regards to long relief appearances. 2-2. Foul lifted down the right field line. This might stay fair. Teodoro Martinez gives it a look, and it short hops against the fence down the right field line. Dotel into second base standing. On to third base goes Isaias Tejeda. And the Revolution have runners at second and third and 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So Dotel fought off a number of pitches during that bat against David Holmberg. On the 7th pitch of the battle, the inside outs one, opposite field that short hops against the right field fence. And now Melky Mesa will step in with an opportunity to pad the Revolution lead a bit. James Puglise has begun throwing in Somerset's bullpen down the left field line. And now Jovan Gonzalez is going to come out to the mound, and he'll try to buy some time for Somerset. Of course, with the new Atlantic League rules, you're not allowed to have mound visits, but you can go over signs. So that might be a situation for Jovan Gonzalez. Go over signs, but also you give the relief pitcher warming up in the bullpen an opportunity to get a little further loose. Actually, it's Nate Rowe that's getting loose for Somerset, not James Puglise. So Nate Rowe will be the first pitcher used by Somerset out of the bullpen tonight. Infield comes in, first pitch to Mesa. Breaking ball that tails outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Mesa grounded out to third base in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 1 ball. Mesa reached the big league level both in 2012 and 2013, briefly with the New York Yankees. He's got 2 in scoring position here, the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to third and scooped up by Ray Navarro. He'll get the ball onto first base, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Not an easy play from Ray Navarro at all, and that saved at least a run. It was a chopper to third base, and Navarro was playing along the infield grass, and the ball took a in-between hop to his left hip, and he just brought the glove up against his left hip, fielded that tough hopper, and was able to hold both Tejeda at third and Dotel at second. So it's still a 3-2 lead for the Revs, but now 2 away in the inning. And Henry Castillo will step in. He struck out looking in his first at-bat, as Holmberg hopes to keep this at just a 1-run deficit. Infield can back off now, and the first pitch to Castillo is popped up foul. It'll land out of play. No balls and a strike. Castillo had a multi-home run game against the Patriots in York earlier this season. Hit 1 home run from the left side, hit 1 home run from the right side. His 12 home runs overall on the year. And the 0-1 lays off a changeup, up in the zone, called a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. I believe Castillo was just the 2nd player in York Revolution history to hit 2 home runs in a ball game one from each side of the plate. He's behind in the count here with 2 away. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Holmberg snaps off one of his better curveballs of the night, and the Revolution strand a pair. However, they take a 1-run lead on a Telvin Nash solo home run. We're through 3 innings, and the Revs in front 3-2 on ESPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's an unstoppable force, vast and mighty. It's the 101 days of summer, and this year it's bigger than ever. The NJ team is back again. We've got 101 days of prizes with other ways to win via our social channels, text message program, VIP club, and game changers. Find the fun at 101daysofsummer.com from May 24th to September 1st. Anything can happen in Jersey.
That damn caffeine. Diamond Nation, located in Flemington, New Jersey, is the premier baseball and softball facility in the Northeast and is home to the Jack Cuss Baseball and Jenny Finch Softball Academies. Visit us at www.diamondnation.com. Looking for a new or used car? There's no better place in the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of brands. Located on routes 202 and 31 in Flemington, New Jersey, or at flemington.com. There you'll find a family-centered organization ready to take care of all of your automotive needs, as they've done since 1976. Edwin Espinal to lead off in the top of the 4th inning. Somerset trailing 3-2 after the Telvin Nash solo home run in the bottom of the 3rd. But David Holmberg did well to bounce back and prevent any further damage. First pitch to Edwin Espinal is a fastball at the knees taken for a called strike, 0-1. So 3 runs on 5 hits for the Revs. 2 runs on just 1 hit so far for the Patriots. That 1 hit was a big one. 0-1 to Espinal, fouled to backstop, 0-2. Michael Ullman came through with a 2-out, 2-run single in the top of the 1st inning that scored the first 2 runs of tonight's ball game. So now it's Espinal, Ullman, and Navarro, 4, 5, 6 in the order, against Mitch Atkins, who has retired 7 in a row. 0-2 pitch. Espinal swings and skies the ball high in the air out to center field, but it's playable for Justin Trapp. He backpedals a bit to make the catch, and that's out number 1. Well, it was a long inning for David Holmberg in the bottom of the 3rd. He threw 30 pitches. Holmberg now at 63 pitches in tonight's ballgame. And again, that's after he threw an 8-pitch bottom of the 1st. In the second, 30 pitches in the 3rd. So here's Michael Ullman. And the first pitch, fastball from Atkins. That's taken for a called strike, 0-1. Ullman with that 2-run single on a ground ball through the left side of the infield in his first at-bat. 0-1. Taken off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Including his last 2 games, Ullman is now 7 for his last 9 from the plate. And over those 9 plate appearances, 2 home runs, and now 7 runs batted in. 0-1. Misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Had the 5 RBI performance on Tuesday, now has 2 runs batted in tonight. 50 RBI in total for Ullman on the season. That's 4 off the team lead, trailing Will Kenger. Atkins on the mound, shakes off James Skelton. Now the 2-1. Misses inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. So this strong stretch for Ullman, even going back to his game on Sunday, it's all coincided in what Brett Jody considers a change of mentality for this Patriots roster. 3-1, swinging a line drive, softly hit over the shortstop Rendon and into left center field. Second hit of the ball game for Michael Ullman. He's now 8 for his last 10 from the plate. And Somerset has a 1-out base runner in the top of the 4th inning. Wasn't hit particularly well, but gets the job done. So Ullman 2 for 2. He's got the only 2 hits for the Patriots. And that snaps off a stretch of 8 in a row retired by Mitch Atkins. Atkins has allowed 1 run to this point. He has now allowed 2 hits. He has walked 2 batters, and he has struck out 1 against his former team. Here's Ray Navarro. And the first pitch to Navarro taken for a called strike. Manager Brett Jody said that, the losing streak, a lot of it was mental. He used the number 95% of it was mental. And the guys were just in a rut, sort of got down and lost some confidence coming to the plate. 0-1. Navarro pops it up, left side of the infield. As the third baseman, Henry Castillo, underneath it. He makes the catch. That's the second out of the inning. But a powwow that the team had before Saturday's game has seemingly turned things around and quite possibly has turned this season around for the Patriots. There's plenty of time left in the year. Somerset was trending in the wrong direction, but they had a big team conversation on Saturday before the game against Southern Maryland. A lot of guys got some feelings out in the open about their recent struggles and frustrations. First pitch to Alfredo Rodriguez is taken for a called strike, 0-1. One of the big things that Brett Jody stressed during that conversation is that, look, there's going to be ups and downs over the course of a season. It's inevitable. And the Patriots were certainly in a down part of the year. 0-1. Breaking ball taken for a called strike, 0-2. But he said he wanted to get back to the mentality where the Patriots were not so much even winning ball games, but winning innings. Tried to drop it down a little bit to just win the inning. And then that will help the team progressively move towards wins overall. 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Skelton. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Even if you fall behind early, and that's what the Patriots did Monday night against the Rebs, they fell behind 4-0 early. Even if you fall behind early, win the innings. Win the 4th inning 1-0. Win the 5th inning 2-0. And then incrementally, you're working your way back into a ball game. 1-2. Rodriguez swings and skies it out towards right field. Dotel ranges to his left, shy of the warning track. Near the foul line, he makes the catch. And the inning is over. No runs for the Patriots on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. Through 3.5, the Rebs in front, 3-2 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Attention New Jersey camps, it's time to start thinking about your summer schedule and field trips for your campers. The Somerset Patriots Camp Days have returned for the upcoming season. Head over to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater to check out top-notch baseball for the best price in town. The 2019 camp dates are officially set for Thursday, July 18th, Wednesday, July 31st, and Wednesday, August 14th. The Patriots are welcoming camps with groups of all sizes to come out to the ballpark to enjoy America's favorite pastime. Each game begins at 11:05 a.m. and tickets start at just $8. There are also lunch options available for just $5. In addition, each camp in attendance will be welcomed with a public address announcement and a scoreboard announcement during the game. Camps can also take advantage of our on-field programs throughout the game based on availability. So book now to ensure a memorable baseball-filled, fun-in-the-sun trip for your camp today. Give us a call at 908-252-0700 or visit SomersetPatriots.com to lock down your camp's perfect summer trip.
Fans get updates on the team ticket specials and upcoming promotions with the Patriots Blast. Text Somerset Patriots, that's one word, to 22828 to get signed up today. Again, text Somerset Patriots, one word, to 22828 to get signed up today. Have your next barbecue at the ballpark. Groups of 30 or more can enjoy the picnic area located down the left field line and enjoy the all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. We do all the work, so you can just sit back and relax. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 for your next ballpark barbecue. Patriots trailing 3-2 in the bottom of the fourth inning, and David Holmberg's night has come to an end. Holmberg works 3 innings, tosses 63 pitches, 41 for strikes. He allows 3 runs, all earned on 5 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And now Holmberg has exited in favor of the right-handed relief pitcher Nate Rowe. So Rowe will work in a long relief role for Somerset tonight, pitching earlier than Somerset would have liked. And his first one to his former teammate James Skelton taken low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Skelton, Rendon, and Trapp, 8, 9, and 1 batters for the Revs in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0. Called to strike. 88-mile-per-hour fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rowe's pitched better as of late. He's seen his ERA now dip underneath 4.0 for the first time in a while. As the 1-1 to Skelton clips the outside part of the strike zone, 1 and 2. Nate threw an inning and 2/3 scoreless. His last time on the mound, it was back on August 5th, earlier in this series against the York Revolution. 1-2. Fastball misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was after Vince Molesky worked 4 1/3 innings. Rowe came on. He allowed 1 inherited runner to score. Aside from that, did not allow a run of his own over his inning and 2/3. And after the Patriots regained the lead, Rowe was given the win, his 3rd of the season. 2-1, a ground ball hit to first, scooped up on the short hop by Edwin Espinal. He'll take it himself to the bag. And that's the first out of the inning. So 1 out, nobody on now for Alvaro Rendon. But Rowe has now allowed an earned run in just 2 of his last 10 relief appearances. He's dropped an ERA down to 3.93 in the process. So 1 out, nobody on. Rendon at the plate. First pitch from the righty. Fastball up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. And Rowe had his struggles early in the season with the Patriots. He's in his 2nd year in a Somerset uniform. But he is stuck with it. And now finds himself with a pretty favorable pitching line as the fastball misses outside to Rendon. 2 balls and no strikes. His ERA was even at 4.55 as recently as July 28th. 2-0. Swinging a line drive to first, and it's caught on the fly by Espinal for the 2nd out of the inning. Espinal lunged to his right, reached out the glove from his left arm, reaching across his body in full flight, and was able to bring that ball back down to the ground, robbing Alvaro Rendon of a base hit, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 fine putouts by Edwin Espinal at first base. 1 on a pick of a short hop, and the other, Robin Rendon on a line drive. So 2 out, nobody on. Now Justin Trapp, the batter. First pitch from the righty, Rowe. That's a fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. Ever since Rowe allowed a run over an inning back on July 28th, he has tossed 3 straight scoreless relief appearances, each time working over an inning. 0-1. Slurve swinging a ground ball toward short. Diving stop from Rodriguez from his knees to first. And Trapp just beats it out. Alfredo Rodriguez with another tremendous defensive play. Full extension dive to his right on a ground ball hit by Justin Trapp. He got that one cleanly in the webbing of his glove, and then from his knees, 1 hop to throw onto first base. But Trapp with a little too much speed, he beats it out for an infield single, his first hit of the ball game. So now a 2-out base runner with a good amount of speed. Angeles Nina at the plate. Trapp with 13 steals on the season, and Rowe will throw over to first base. 13 steals in 15 attempts for Justin Trapp, the former Patriot. And it looks like a balk was just called against Nate Rowe. I looked down for a moment, and Justin Trapp was just awarded second base on a balk. Rowe's already been called for a balk this season with the new rules. And he might have done so again on that throw over to first base. Now Nina swings and attacks the first pitch and pops it up along the infield. And it's the second baseman, Craig Massey, who's called off by the shortstop, Rodriguez, who makes the catch. And the inning is over. So no harm in the balk there for Rowe. He tosses a scoreless bottom of the fourth inning. And it's still a 3-2 Revs lead. We move to the fifth on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night.
Every hour.
Every minute. And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Michael Krause to lead off in the top of the fifth inning. Patriots trailing by a run. Somerset took an early 2-0 lead over the Revs, but York plated 2 runs in the bottom of the second, 1 more in the bottom of the third to take a 3-2 lead. But Mitch Atkins comes back on the mound here, as he'll work against Michael Krause to begin the top of the fifth. First pitch to Krause, swung on and hit high in the air out to deep left center field. Trapp back to the warning track. It's off the fence and stays in play. Krause rounds first. He's into second base standing. That's a leadoff double on the first pitch of the inning. And the Patriots with a runner in scoring position early in the top of the fifth inning. Krause made that one look effortless. Not a very big swing from Krause. He's just so naturally strong. And the ball carried and hit halfway up the fence in left center field, off one of the electronic billboards that the Revs have in the outfield. In my estimation, I believe that's the only... Oh, no, it's not. The Lancaster Barnstormers had an electronic board in the outfield. Never mind. So a runner at second base, nobody out. Here's Jovan Gonzalez. Krause runs, and the pitch misses low. Skelton's throw to third, and Krause slides in safely. And Skelton's throw nearly got away from the third baseman, Henry Castillo. It was a breaking ball in the dirt, so now it's a 1-0 count to Jovan Gonzalez. And Skelton's throw was on the wrong side of the third base bag. Castillo had to reach into foul territory just to prevent that one from going down the left field line. So Michael Krause on the first pitch that he's back on the base paths for the first time since July 20th. He steals third, his 15th stolen base of the season. Now the 1-0 to Gonzalez. Misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Middle infield for the Revs are playing back with nobody out in the top of the fifth inning. And the Patriots trailing by a run. So certainly an opportunity for Somerset to tie up the ball game here. 2-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 2-1. That was a pitch to hit for Gonzalez. A little elevated on the heater from Mitch Atkins. But it was there for Gonzalez. Swung right through it. Two-1. Muscled foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gonzalez had a couple of 2-out RBIs in the first game of this series. An 8-5 win for the Patriots. Has reached base safely in 7 games in a row. Has 20 runs batted in overall this year. He makes the start in the second straight game. He had been alternating starts behind home plate with Gabriel Bracamonte, but Gonzalez started last night. He's back in the lineup again tonight. 2-2. Fouled off to the backstop, and Gonzalez stays alive. Mike Krause led off the inning on the first pitch with a double off the left center field fence. And on the very next pitch, stole third base. So he's the tying run 90 feet away from home. Infield continues to play back, except for the third baseman Castillo. He's halfway. 2-2. Breaking ball just misses low and outside. A fine eye from Yovan Gonzalez. That was a breaking ball that seemed ticketed for the bottom part of the strike zone. A very close pitch for Gonzalez to take. But he shows off that strong catcher's eye. And now the count is run full. 3-2 from Atkins. Swung on and hit high in the air out towards center field. This should be deep enough. Trapped behind it. He makes the catch. He'll rocket a throw home, but Mike Krause easily scores standing from third base. That's a sac fly and an RBI for Yovan Gonzalez, and the Patriots have tied up the ball game at 3 in the top of the 5th inning. Trapp has a strong arm in center field, but that ball was hit certainly deep enough where even Wellington Dotel's arm, or another strong arm that comes to mind, likely doesn't throw out Krause. Krause is just simply too fast. So situational baseball has this ball game tied in the top of the 5th. Now Craig Massey steps in, and the first pitch to Massey settles on the outside part of the plate. It's a called strike, 0-1. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Patriots. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Revs. 0-1. Breaking ball lifted high in the air out towards left center field and deep. Trapp racing over towards the gap, and shy of the warning Trapp, he makes the catch, and that's the second out of the inning. Massey gave that ball a ride to left center field. Another good sign from the Patriots' leadoff man, driving it opposite field, as Massey has oftentimes become a pull hitter when he's struggled. So now 2 away in the top of the 5th, and Teodoro Martinez the batter. And Martinez has made quite the immediate impact for the Patriots, tonight now being his 3rd game in the starting lineup. First pitch here from Atkins. That's a fastball, called a strike, inside part of the plate, 0-1. Martinez went 1 for 5 in his first game, but hit a 3-run home run. And then went 1 for 4 last night, but had both a solo home run and a sacrifice fly. As he lifts the 0-1 offering out to shallow right center, but Dotel comes in to make the catch, and the inning is over. Patriots tie it up. It's a run home on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody is left on base. Halfway home, we're tied at 3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
2, 3, 4! Nailed it! Now let's go play some Quick Draw. Quick Draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring your...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with a power spray. Go, go, go. Stop. Killer class. Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
Yep. HealthQuest, the top 100 health and fitness club in the nation, is right here in our community. Conveniently located on Route 31 in Flemington and open 7 days per week. HealthQuest proudly serves all of Central New Jersey. At HealthQuest, it's not just another day at the gym, it's a lifestyle. Visit them today and start your journey to becoming HQ Fit. Telvin Nash will lead off in the bottom of the 5th inning. Already with the home run tonight, he's 1 for 2. And he'll work against the right-handed throwing Nate Rowe. Roach has worked the scoreless 4th inning in relief of David Holmberg, who went 3 and allowed 3 runs. Rowe did give up a 2-out base hit to Justin Trapp, and then a balk was called, advancing Trapp to second, but he got Angelis Nina to pop out along the infield. Now the first pitch to Nash. Fastball taken low and away. 1 ball, and Nash hit his leading 31st home run of the season. In his last at bat, a solo blast over the left field fence. 1-0 from Rowe. Swinging a ground ball hit foul down the third base line. 1 ball and 1 strike. For Nash, he became the first player in the Atlantic League, and this came a couple of days ago when he hit his 30th home run of the season Tuesday night. Became the first player in the Atlantic League since 2012 to hit the 30 home run plateau. 1-1. Checked his swing on a fastball inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. According to the Revs game notes, the last player to hit 30 home runs in the Atlantic League was Chris Nowak, who hit 34 home runs for the York Revolution in 2012. 2-1. Fisted on the ground, fair down the first base line. It's fielded by Edwin Espinal. Nash barely left the batter's box. An easy flip on to first base, and that's the first out of the inning. Nash put a big-time swing on that one, and it came up and in, and I think it hit off against the very end of the bat because it had some English as it rolled its way down the first base line and stayed fair, and Nash barely left the batter's box when Edwin Espinal picked it up and completed the putout. So 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Game is tied at 3, and this is a big inning for Nate Rowe. He's likely on for at least getting through the 5th, with David Holmberg going just 3 innings. Somerset just tied it up in the top half of the frame. First pitch to Isaias Tejeda misses high, 1-0. So Rowe tasked with keeping this ball game level while at the same time working through the heart of the York Revolution lineup. 3, 4, 5 batters were due up in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 to Tejeda. Swinging a hard ground ball foul down the third base line. Bounces towards the Patriots bullpen and juts its way into the stands. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tejeda's reached base twice tonight. Base hit and a run scored in the 2nd inning. Drew Walken was stranded at third base in the 3rd. The Revs have in fact left 5 runners on base already to this point. 1-1. Fastball inside. As Tejeda lifts both hands high in the air, jumping out of the way. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Tejeda, the All-Star Game MVP. I was here actually for the All-Star Game, and it was a lot of fun watching the All-Star Game, and specifically the home run derby down the left field line. 2-1. Breaking ball from Rowe. Called a strike. And it's the upstairs part of the strike zone, 2-2. It was fun. Where I was located during the home run derby was all the way down the left field line, above the stands, right into foul territory next to the arch nemesis. 2-2 to Tejeda. Just misses low and inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So not only did I get a good vantage point of the home runs, but I was able to see when the balls went over the fence what it looks like because of that short porch, and there's a residential neighborhood that's directly behind that tall fence and left. 3-2. Swinging a hard, high fly ball deep to left field. That has a chance, and it's gone. Isaias Tejeda with a solo home run over the left field fence on a 3-2 breaking ball. That's his 15th home run of the season, and the Revs have regained a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the fifth. Well, the middle of the order getting the job done for the Revs today. Tejeda had not hit a home run in the series against the Patriots. In fact, he had just one extra base hit in this series prior to that home run, but he leaves the ballpark, and in the immediate half inning after Somerset tied it up, York regains a 4-3 lead. Now Wellington Dotel, first pitch swinging, drills it deep to left field, and it's off the top of the fence, stays in play. Kenjer up with the ball, Dotel hustling for second, but Kenjer's throw not in time. Not a strong throw from Will Kenjer. It three-hopped into second base, and Wellington Dotel has his third double of the ballgame. That's the second time tonight that Wellington Dotel has doubled high off that tall wall in left field. So a runner at second base with one away. Bottom of the fifth inning, the Revolution leading 4-3. And Melky Mesa will hit. And again, it's the middle of this Revs order that had relatively been held in check over the last couple of games, but they've broken out in a big way tonight. Dotel takes off. First pitch is swung on and grounded to third. It's fielded by Navarro, but it's in foul territory. Oh, and a break for York. That ball was not foul by much, but with Dotel running to third base on the play, Navarro nearly fielded that in fair territory, and if he had, then he would have easily been able to tag out Wellington Dotel for the first out and would have had plenty of time to throw over to first base to get Melky Mesa and potentially turn a double play to end the inning. But just foul was that ground ball, according to the third base umpire, Buzz Albert. So an 0-1 count between Rowe and Mesa. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air, deep to left field. This has a chance. Kenjer turns around. It is gone. Second home run of the inning for the Revs. That is a two-run blast for Melky Mesa. And now a 6-3 Revolution lead. That ball was hit high in the air. A towering home run for Melky Mesa. And he was able to get that one over the left field fence. That's now the third home run of the night for the York Revolution. Second of the inning. For Mesa, it's his 15th of the season. A two-run shot. And Rowe has struggled through the middle part of this order. And the first pitch to Henry Castillo is swung on and missed 0-1. Well, Rowe got Telv Nash to ground out for the first out of the inning. But since that point, as the 0-1 to Castillo is rolled over to the right side. Long hop fielded by Massey and a soft toss to first base for the second out. After the Nash ground out and Isaias Tejeda solo home run over the left field fence, a Wellington Dotel double off the top of the left field fence, and then Melky Mesa with a two-run home run. So after the Patriots tied it up in the top of the fifth, York plates 3 runs in the bottom of the fifth. Now the Revolution leading 6-3 with 2 out and nobody on in the bottom of the fifth inning. First pitch to James Skelton. It misses off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Middle of the order, just the 3, 4, 5 batters, forgetting about Melky Mesa for a moment, are 6 for 8 tonight. As the 1-0 to Skelton misses low. 6 for 8 with 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in, 5 runs scored, 3 doubles. That's just between Nash, Tejeda, and Dotel. 2-0. Inside, 3 balls and no strikes. And then when you include Melky Mesa in the mix, that is a productive middle of the order. And the Patriots have had a lot of success specifically in this series, but it seems like it's almost a matter of time. 3-0 to Skelton taken low and outside, ball 4. So a 2-out walk to James Skelton keeps the inning alive and will bring up Alvaro Rondon. The way that this Revs team has played all season long, you could hold this lineup in check for so long. They've erupted for 3 more runs in the bottom of the fifth. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Revolution, 3 runs on 3 hits for the Patriots. And Somerset will have to play from behind once again. First pitch to Rondon. Now batting from the left side of the plate is a fastball that misses inside. He jackknifes out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. Rondon had a 2-out RBI single back in the 2nd inning, which at the time tied the game at 2. Robbed of a base hit on a line drive to the first baseman Edwin Espinal in his last at-bat. 1-0 from Rowe. Swing and a miss. Took a little off with a changeup and got a healthy cut from Alvaro Rondon. 1 ball and 1 strike. Off of first base is James Skelton. A lot of speed for a catcher. 6 steals in 8 attempts. Grant Rowe has struggled holding runners on this season. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. That was the slurve from Rowe. It forced Rondon to drop to a knee. A weak swing on the breaking ball. Now 1-2 with 2 out, bottom of the 5th inning. And the York Revolution leading 6-3. Rowe from the stretch. 1-2 to Rondon. Inside, he jumps out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the 4th, but part of this order in the 5th. He's now thrown 34 pitches in this relief appearance. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to first, short hop picked by Espinal. He'll take it himself to the bag, and the inning is over. 3 runs home for the Revs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. York in front 6-3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Ideacom is now offering businesses free VoIP phones. With Ideacom, you can reduce your phone bill, work from anywhere, and enjoy local support. Ideacom has the experience that provides a solution that's right for your business. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team today by visiting their website at ideacom-nj.com. Fans, do you have a group of friends or coworkers you want to entertain? Then come to TD Bank Ballpark and party with the Patriots on our Audi Suite Level. Patriot Suite Level is brought to you by your New Jersey Audi dealers and the all-new 2019 Audi Q5 SUV. Take a test drive today and see for yourself why the Audi Q5 was born to not conform. 6-3 Revs lead. Back here for the top of the 6th inning, and the first pitch to Will Kenger, a called strike 0-1. Kenger, Espinal, and Ullman due up. 3-4-5 in the Patriot order. And the 0-1 to Kenger tipped off the glove of James Skelton. No balls and 2 strikes. Mitch Atkins back on the mound as he has himself a 3-run lead. Atkins was at 67 pitches through 5 innings. 0-2 from the righty. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just 3 hits so far for the Patriots, but they've made those hits count. 1-2. Breaking ball curls in, strike 3 called on the outside part of the plate. Kenger disagrees, and there's one away. James Skelton didn't even wait for the call from the home plate umpire before he fired that ball over to third base. I mean, it certainly was a strike, but that could sometimes be a little risky these days because of the automated balls and strike system. The signal that's sent to the home plate umpire is instantaneous. I've tried on the earpiece. It is truly an instant signal. First pitch to Edwin Espinal misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. But sometimes you'll see an umpire that is delayed just a bit in making the call at home plate because that's just the human side of it. 1-1 to Espinal, blooped foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. You can get the call, but you still need to have a second where your brain recognizes what the call was, and then your neurons or nerves or whatever tell your body, all right, I just heard that that's a strike. This is what I have to do to call it a strike. So it's just that little bit of transmission that causes for the bit of a delay. 1-1 to Espinal, misses inside. He jumps out of the way and loses the helmet in the process. 2 balls and 1 strike. But in terms of, if any fan comes to a game and thinks that they're going to see a delay with the automated balls and strike system, it's so incredibly instant when it's transmitted to the home plate umpire. It's pretty scary, honestly, how the technology is able to do it that quickly. It's remarkable. 2-1. Breaking ball taken for a called strike. Clipped the lower part of the zone as Espinal backed off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Revolution leading 6-3. 3 home runs on the night for the Revs. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tipped on a fastball into the glove of James Skelton. Back-to-back strikeouts for Atkins. He has 3 now on the night. And there's 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring up Michael Ullman, already 2 for 2. Had a 2-run single back in the first inning that opened up the scoring. And then blooped a base hit out to left field his last time up. First pitch from Atkins, a topper and a check swing, goes fair right in front of home plate. And Skelton will complete the put out to first, and the inning is over. Atkins quickly works through the middle of this Patriots lineup. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody is left on base. Through 5.5, the Revs in front 6-3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
With nationally recognized service, competitive rates, and an award-winning teen driver safety program, NJM Insurance Group is a home run for New Jersey. Get your free quote at NJM.com. This isn't just insurance, it's NJM. For complete family eye care, go where the Patriots go. See Dr. I.B. Ehrlich and Dr. Martin Storbeck at the Bridgewater Optometric Center, located in Pearl Vision at the Somerset Shopping Center. Bridgewater Optometric Center, the official eye doctor of the Somerset Patriots. Bring in your Patriots ticket stub for an additional 5% discount. So New pitcher in the ball game for the Somerset Patriots. It is James Puglise, who has taken over for Nate Rowe. Rowe done after 2 innings of relief, allowed 3 runs, all earned on 4 hits, 1 walk and no strikeouts. And now the righty Puglise enters. Justin Trapp leads off, and the first pitch fastball misses outside. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Revs. 3 runs, 3 hits for the Patriots. 1-0 to Trapp, misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Trapp 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts, had an infield single in the 4th inning on a nearly tremendous play by Alfredo Rodriguez. 2-0 breaking ball from Puglise, misses outside, 3-0. Patriots have walked 3 batters so far in this ballgame. From the windup, 3-0 pitch. Fastball taken, that's a called strike, 3-1. So Puglise on the mound here. It is his second appearance of this series. 3-1 to Trapp is a fastball taken for a called strike. Outside part of the plate, 3-2. Puglise pitched in the 16-1 route for Somerset Tuesday night, tossed 2 scoreless innings. 3-2 to Trapp is a breaking ball that misses outside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk allowed by Puglise. Patriots are still very much in this ball game. It's a 6-3 Revs lead, but still a lot of baseball left. Once again, this is going to be another dangerous part for Puglise to navigate. One of the last things you want to do is give up a leadoff walk and put runners on base in front of this dangerous heart of the Revs order. Here's Angelis Nina. First pitch from Puglise, that's taken low, 1 ball and no strikes. Puglise, a New Jersey native in his first season with the Patriots. Came over from the York Revolution. In fact, he asked for a trade during the offseason from York, specifically to Somerset. 1-0. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Puglise asked for that trade because he wanted to finish up some of his schooling, and it was easier for him to do it locally as opposed to doing it from York. 2-0. Misses outside, 3 balls and no strikes, and Puglise struggling with his command early on tonight. Played his high school ball at Steinert High School down in Hamilton. He played 1 year of collegiate baseball at Mercer County College. 3-0. Down the middle, called a strike, 3-1. And that's where he's continuing his studies. And it certainly worked out well for the Patriots. Somerset very happy to have Puglise in town. 3-1. Fouled off down the right field line. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It was a great year for Puglise last year with the Revs. And James this season, a 3-1 record with a 3.30 ERA and 44 strikeouts over 43 and 2/3 innings. As a full count against Nina with Trapp at first. Trapp goes, and the pitch misses outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed by James Puglise to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Not a recipe for success for any relief pitcher, let alone one that now has to work against the middle of the order that features Telvin Nash, Isaias Tejeda, and Wellington Dotel. Nash already with a home run. He's 1 for 3. Tejeda waiting on deck with a home run. And in the hole is Wellington Dotel, 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. So we'll see how Puglise navigates his way through this part of the order. First pitch from the righty. Misses low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Somerset would ideally like to see Puglise eat a couple of innings here. And they do have a pretty rested, ready-to-go bullpen. Righty comes set. Glove at the belt. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball misses low. Just shy of the strike zone. 2 balls and no strikes, and a hitter's count for Telvin Nash. And Puglise, uncharacteristically, failing to find the strike zone so far in tonight's relief appearance. Trap at second, Nina at first, 2-0. Miss it. No, it's called a strike. A delayed call from home plate umpire Derek Moshe. So a 2-1 count between Puglisi and Nash. And sometimes you're going to need to get those calls when you're going up against Nash. Painting the corners, clipping the zone, doing anything you can to not give in. 2-1. Breaking ball. Called a strike. A curve ball that sort of went towards the outer half. Now a 2-2 count with 2 on, nobody out. In the bottom of the 6th inning, Patriots trailing 6-3. Nash 1 for 3 today. Outfield plays deep, as they should with Nash's power. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, grounded down the third base line. It's fair, past Navarro, and into the left field corner. It'll score trap. Nina heading for third. He'll hold there. Nash stops at second. It's an RBI double, and the Revs lead 7-3. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Second run batted into the ball game for Nash. The middle of the order continues to contribute. It's one of the reasons why you simply cannot walk the guys in front of him. Puglisi has dug himself quite a hole in the bottom of the 6th inning just from the free passes to begin the frame. And now it is Nina at third, Nash at second, and Isaias Tejeda, who has reached base 3 times. He is 2 for 2. He's drawn a walk. He has scored 2 runs, and he has also hit a home run, his 15th of the year. First pitch. It's a fastball, and it's taken for a called strike, 0-1. 7 runs on 10 hits for the Revs. Most of the infield plays in except for the third baseman, Ray Navarro, who normally likes to play in, but Tejeda can hit the ball so hard. And Navarro's playing a little further back. 0-1. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wellington Dotel awaits on deck, 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. An opportunity even where a base hit here for the Revs could really open up this game. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Took a big time cut. Came up empty. 87-mile-per-hour fastball from James Puglisi. And it's a 1-2 count. Tejeda entered this ballgame just 2 for 12 in the series with a double and did not have a single run batted in. But he's turned that around tonight. 1-2. Fastball upstairs. As Tejeda throws his hands in the air. He's done that a couple of times. If he doesn't think the pitch is a strike, he throws his hands in the air and he backs off the plate a bit. Again, Nina at third, Nash at second. First base is open. There's nobody out, and we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. A righty-on-righty matchup. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. And Tejeda stays alive. Perfect evening for baseball. Temperatures have stayed around the upper 70s. Patriots entered this ball game riding a 4-game win streak, including 3 wins against the Revs to begin this series. But York is leading by 4 with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th, and they're threatening. 2-2. Lifted out towards right field and deep. Martinez racing back to the warning track. He makes the catch. Tag it up from third base is Nina. He'll score without a throw. That's a sac fly and an RBI for Isaias Tejeda, his second RBI of the ballgame, and it's now an 8-3 Revolution lead. So now that'll bring up Wellington Dotel. And as Puglisi hopes to navigate himself out of this inning, could certainly see worse than a sac fly from Isaias Tejeda. But both of the leadoff walks that Puglisi allowed have come around to score. Dotel attacks the first pitch, grounds to short. Rodriguez fields across the body, throws on to first base to beat the speedy Dotel. Holding at second base is Telvin Nash, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. It has been a very, very impressive defensive series for Alfredo Rodriguez. He has made a number of tremendous plays, and that one right there, still pretty high on the difficulty scale. Dotel runs well, and Rodriguez had to charge in, field the ball closer towards third base, and then throw the ball across his body and across the infield. Now Melky Mesa. First pitch from Puglisi misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So the 2 walks that Puglisi allowed to begin the inning have scored. Telvin Nash off of second base now with 2 away and an 8-3 Revolution lead. 1-0. Mesa swings and lines a base hit into center field. Kraus ranging to his right, fields it on 2 hops. Nash will score without a throw. At first base is Melky Mesa. It's a 3-run inning for the Revs and a 9-3 York lead. A 2-out RBI single for the former big leaguer, his 3rd RBI of the ballgame. And that'll bring up Henry Castillo. Well, it's been a tough night for Patriots pitchers. David Holmberg allowed 3 runs over 3 innings as the starter. Nate Rowe allowed 3 runs over 2 innings as a reliever. And Al Puglisi has allowed 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th. As Henry Castillo takes the first pitch for a called strike 0-1. So this ball game more reminiscent of the way the Revs have played over the last couple of months as Castillo grounds 1 to second. It's gloved by Massey. Throw to first in time and the inning is over. 3 runs home for the Revs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. We're through 6, and York leads 9-3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day,
I fight every night.
Every hour.
every minute,
and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. At TD Bank, expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access through online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. TD Bank, unexpectedly human. Member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. Hasn't quite been the Patriots' night. They jumped out to an early 2-0 lead on a 2-out, 2-run single from Michael Ullman. The Revs then got a couple of runs home in the second, got a Telvin Nash solo home run in the third, and led 3-2. Somerset responded, and on a Jovan Gonzalez sacrifice fly in the top of the fifth, Patriots tied up the ball game at 3. But 6 unanswered runs from the Revs since. 3 in the bottom of the fifth, 3 in the bottom of the sixth. They lead 9-3, and now the first pitch from Mitch Atkins to Ray Navarro is a fastball in for a called strike 0-1. So we're in the top of the 7th inning of this ball game. The 0-1 taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 9 runs, 11 hits for the Revs. 3 runs, 3 hits for the Patriots. 2 of those 3 hits have been big ones for Somerset. The Ullman single, and Michael Kraus led off the 5th inning with a double. As Navarro lifts one out towards left field. It's playable for Mesa. In front of the warning track, he makes the catch, and there's 1 away. 1 out, nobody on. One thing I think's important to note in regards to tonight's ball game, even if the Somerset Patriots fail to come from behind tonight and the Revolution salvage the series, Somerset, having taken at least 3 of 4 from the Revs, has clinched the season tiebreaker over York. First pitch to Alfredo Rodriguez is a fastball that is taken for a called strike, 0-1. And that could, hypothetically, be put into play towards the end of the season. 0-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Patriots fans should be rooting for the Sugarland Skeeters in any opportunity that they get. Because if Sugarland were to win the Freedom Division in the second half, it would open up a wild card spot. Regardless of division, as Atkins takes his time and Alfredo Rodriguez will step off. Now, granted, the Revolution have had a tremendous start to the second half, and they certainly seem like a team poised to make the playoffs. 0-2 to Rodriguez, slapped out to right field, and Dotel has to play it on a bounce. And Alfredo Rodriguez with a 1-out base hit in the top of the 7th inning. He's now 1 for 3. Runner at first with 1 away. So even if the Revs, continue to put up a strong second half, but, Sugarland's got a good team, and the Patriots will see Sugarland tomorrow for the first time in a while. So you don't root for Sugarland, of course, this weekend, but after that, if the Skeeters can continue to perform well in the second half and they win the second half championship, first pitch to Michael Krause is swung on and missed, 0-1. Then it opens up a wild card spot, and if Somerset finishes off the first half or the second half strong, and even if they don't win the division, maybe there's a situation where they're looking at the Revs as a potential opponent for a wild card spot. 0-1. Krause takes up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, it's to me it seems certainly feasible. Entering tonight's ball game, the Patriots' overall record this season is 52-44. The Revolution are 52-43. So technically, Somerset is a half game better than the Revs in a wild card standings as Krause rips a base hit to left field. Rodriguez to second base. Second hit of the night for Michael Krause. Now runners at first and second with 1 away in the 7th inning. So even if the Revs and the Patriots play sort of at an even keel the rest of the way, Somerset owns the tiebreaker over York. This is the now 20th game. Well, 21st game, actually, it seems, between the Patriots and the Revs this year. So these two teams playing 21 games against each other as opposed to 20. And Somerset has already won 11 of the games. Yovan Gonzalez at the plate, swings at the first pitch and grounds it to the left side. Gloved by Rendon to second for 1, and the turn throw to first base won't be in time after Angeles Nina double clutched. So it's a ground out, a fielder's choice for for Yovan Gonzalez. Rodriguez advances to third, Krause out at second. Runners on the corners and 2 away in the top of the 7th inning. Patriots still trailing 9-3, and now Craig Massey steps in. But Somerset owns an 11-9 record against the York Revolution this season. So even if the Revs win today, Somerset will still own the tiebreaker. So if a wild card spot opens up towards the end of the year, certainly good to know that if there was a tie between York and Somerset, that the Patriots would have the tiebreaker and make the playoffs over the Revs. First pitch to Massey. Fastball up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. It's also important to note that Somerset holds the tiebreaker over the High Point Rockers as well. The Patriots currently are 7-6 against the Rockers this season. 1-0. Massey lays off a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. So the Patriots have the season-long tiebreaker over the Rockers in case of a wild card situation. Somerset also currently holds the second half tiebreaker over the Rockers in case the two teams are tied in the Liberty Division. As Massey chops one foul, 2-1. There's still 7 meetings left between High Point and Somerset, so that has a chance of changing. But tiebreakers are important. Absolutely, they are. Patriots are 2-1 against the Rockers in the second half. But oddly enough, the Rockers are 2-2 against the Patriots in the second half. Because High Point had a schedule oddity that we covered back in earlier July. 2-1. Massey fouls it to the backstop, 2-2. So again, a lot of baseball left, and a promising turnaround for the Patriots over their last 4 days. They trail 9-3 tonight, but the season certainly has a lot more optimism moving forward with players returning. In fact, one of the new players for the Patriots, Jeff Kinley, he's getting loose in the left field bullpen for Somerset. He's likely going to come on for the bottom of the 7th inning. Runners on the corners. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Craig Massey strikes out on a fastball, and the inning is over. No runs for the Patriots on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners are left on base. We'll stretch and then head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Patriots trailing 9-3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 30 or more receive $2 off the normal price per ticket, starting at just $8.50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions, including a pregame performance, color guard, baseball buddies, Field of Dreams, or the 7th inning fun bunch. The Patriots also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 250 or more for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located down the left field line, where groups of 30 to 500 can have a ballpark barbecue. For $28 a person, get a ticket to the game and an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. Overlooking the left field line is the party deck, where an upscale buffet will be served along with a cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. Email us at groups@somersetpatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 to lock down your perfect summer outing.
True & Associates is the sponsor of the lawn seating area in the ballpark. At True & Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. True & Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. A new pitcher on the mound for the Patriots. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is the lefty Jeff Kinley who has come on the mound for Somerset, and he makes his Patriots debut tonight. Kinley, a 6'1", 195-pound lefty, resides in Saginaw, Michigan. And he comes on the mound here in his first appearance as a Patriot. One of 2 lefties now in the Patriots bullpen, joining Luis Cruz. First time Somerset has had a second lefty in the pen ever since Mike Antonini's contract was purchased. Kinley earlier this season split time in the Miami Marlins organization between AA Jacksonville and AAA New Orleans, 2 of the funnier minor league baseball team names across the country. Is a lefty that'll work from the windup, and the first pitch to James Skelton, a fastball, piped in at 94 miles per hour. And it missed a little high, 1 ball and no strikes. Kinley joined the team yesterday, was available last night, but he pitches tonight. Here's the 1-0. And it missed, no, taken for a called strike, knee-high outside part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Over 33 relief appearances between AA and AAA. Kinley held a 5.52 earned run average. However, here's the 1-1 to Skelton. And it gets the call on a knee-high fastball. Called a strike outside part of the plate, 1-2. Kinley did have a 2.93 ERA, and it came over 30 and 2/3 innings with Double-A Jacksonville earlier this year. 1-2. Misses up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the struggles were at the Triple-A level for Kinley earlier this season, inflating his numbers a bit higher than are truly indicative of his success. He's actually pitched at the Triple-A level in each of the last 2 seasons in the Marlins organization. 2-2. Fastball just misses outside. Looked like a bit of a two-seamer trying to work its way back towards the outer half against the left-handed hitting James Skelton. So 3 balls and 2 strikes with nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. York leading the Patriots 9-3. Kinley from the windup. Here's a 3-2. Swung on and popped up. Right behind the second base bag, it's the shortstop Alfredo Rodriguez. He's called off by Craig Massey, and Massey makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 out, nobody on. That'll bring up Alvaro Rendon. Kinley had strong numbers last year in the Marlins organization. Had a combined 3.17 ERA over 41 appearances. Again, splitting time between Double-A Jacksonville and Triple-A New Orleans. In fact, he was an all-star for Double-A Jacksonville. So this is a guy that's 1 year removed from being a Double-A all-star. Has knocked at the big league level door each of the last 2 seasons. First pitch to the switch-hitting Rendon, hitting from the right side, and it misses outside 1-0. Briefly spoke with Brett Jody before yesterday's game. He's very excited about what Kinley can bring to the table in this Patriots bullpen. 1-0. Swing and a miss. That was a changeup there from Kinley, it looked like. Got Rendon well out in front, pulling the string, 1-1. And granted, this is only Kinley's first appearance as a Patriot, but Brett's already thrown around the idea of making Kinley a late-inning reliever. 1-1. Fastball just misses inside as Rendon jackknifes out of the way. 2 balls and a strike. Can certainly see why. His first pitch of the night was a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Now the 2-1. Tails outside. 90-mile-per-hour fastball there. 3 balls, and 1 strike. Patriots have Tyler Cloyd in a closer role, but if they want to transition Cloyd back into the starting rotation, maybe Kinley a guy that could take over towards the back end of the pen. As Kinley misses inside to Rendon, ball 4. And Kinley not too pleased without getting that call. Wears number 12 war earlier this season. Of course, Cheshire now pitching for Double-A Pensacola in the Minnesota Twins organization. When Kinley joined the team yesterday, he got a crash course from Somerset Patriots manager Brett Jody on the new rules in the Atlantic League. Because, of course, Kinley has not played with these rules just yet. First one to trap, a swing and a miss, 0-1. One of those rules could certainly come into effect here. Though I don't imagine that Alvaro Rendon is going to be running with the Revs holding on to a 6-run lead, but you never know. Kinley has to adjust with the new rule where he has to completely disengage with the rubber before throwing over to first base. 0-1. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kinley does have a snap pickoff move, so that's pretty much all that lefties can do when throwing over to first base in the Atlantic League these days. Can't lift up that front leg and then throw over. That would be a balk. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 91 miles per hour on the radar gun, and trap falls behind 1-2. Kinley, of course, new to the team, but there are a couple of familiar faces. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Coming in's Rodriguez. Flips to Massey. Turn throw to first base. Beats trap. And Kinley gets out of the inning unscathed. That is a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. In the bottom of the 7th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody is left on base. Revs still in front, 9-3. We'll head to the 8th on ESPN.TV. 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here for...
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand. That's a tasty burger.
There's a new pitcher in the ball game for the York Revolution as we head to the top of the 8th inning. It is Cesar Cabral who has entered. After Mitch Atkins done now through his 7 innings of work. Atkins allowed 3 runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts over 7 innings. He is in line for the win. And now it's Cabral coming on to keep the Patriots behind. Lefty Cabral makes an appearance for the 2nd straight night. Tossed 2/3 of an inning of relief yesterday and held the Patriots off the scoreboard. Inherited runners at 2nd and 3rd in the top of the 5th inning and kept those inherited runners right there. At the time, keeping the Patriots ahead by just 2 runs. So Lefty Cabral, a former major leaguer. He comes on the mound here. He'll work from the stretch with nobody on base. Teodoro Martinez leads off. Right-handed hitter. First pitch to Martinez, a fastball that is called a strike. 0-1. 9 runs, 11 hits for the Revs. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Patriots. Somerset led 2-0 early. They trail 9-3 in the top of the 8th. 0-1. Taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Jeff Kinley with a successful scoreless inning of relief in his Patriots debut. Now Luis Cruz has begun throwing, so Kinley likely done after 1 inning. 1-1 to Martinez. Swung on and hit high in the air out towards left field and deep. However, it is Melky Mesa who makes the catch. Shy of the fence on the warning track in left field. And there's 1 away. So Martinez now 0 for 4 in his 3rd game as a Patriot. Hit the ball well there, but flew out to the wall. And straight away left field. Now Will Kenger with 1 out, nobody on. Kenger has been held hitless so far tonight, and the first pitch from Cesar Cabral. It misses low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Kenger came a triple shy of the cycle a couple of days ago. 1-0 from Cabral, misses, nope, called a strike, clipped the outside part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Take this opportunity to check some of the scores around the Atlantic League. Somerset could use a little bit of help with the way this game has gone. 1-1 to Kenger. Grounds the ball down the 3rd base line, past the diving Castillo into left field, and it's a base hit for Will Kenger. His first of the ball game, he's now 1 for 3. 6th hit of the night for Somerset, and a 1 out base runner in the top of the 8th inning. So around the Atlantic League, the Lancaster Barnstormers and the New Britain Bees are only playing 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The High Point Rockers game just went final, and High Point takes down the Sugar Land Skeeters 5-0. So not the scoring line that the Patriots were hoping for. As High Point wins another one. And it also hurts the Patriots because Somerset would prefer Sugar Land to win the second half for wild card purposes. First pitch to Edwin Espinal missed outside. 1 ball and no strikes. And now in the top of the 9th inning, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have come from behind, and they are leading the Long Island Ducks 6-4. 1-0. Espinal chops it foul down the third line. Skeeters. Somerset would fall back to 4.5 games out of first place before they welcome in a good Sugar Land Skeeters team for a 3-game series beginning tomorrow night at TD Bank Ballpark. 1-1 to Espinal. Fastball tails outside. Oh, nope, it's called a strike. Derek Moshe has been a little more delayed than normal with the automated balls and strike system today. It's caught me off guard a couple of times. So it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Espinal stepped out of the batter's box for a moment. Has some frustration. Now Derek Moshe having a couple of words with Espinal. Seemed like everything there was professional. Kenger's at first with 1 away. Patriots trailing 9-3. Cabral comes set. 2-1. Espinal swings and pokes one to first, but it's caught on the fly. Isaias Tejeda's at first base, and then he steps on first to double off Kenger, and the inning is over. That is a 3 unassisted double play. For the Patriots, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base in the top of the 8th inning. They trail 9-3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night,
Every hour.
every minute, and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
And we're not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Yes. Luis Cruz is the new pitcher for the Patriots as we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Jeff Kinley done after 1 inning of work in his Somerset debut. And it was a successful one. Allowed 1 walk, but got Justin Trapp to ground into a 6-4-3 double play to end the 7th. So now Cruz on in the 8th. He'll work against the 2-3-4 batters, Angeles Nina to lead off, followed by Telvin Nash and Isaias Tejeda. In case you're just joining us, Somerset led 2-0 after the first inning on a 2-out 2-run single from Michael Ullman. The Revs tied it up in the bottom of the second. An RBI double from Wellington Dotel and a 2-out RBI single from Alvaro Rendon. It was then Telvin Nash who put the Revs in front 3-2 with a solo home run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Somerset tied the ball game in the top of the 5th on a Jovan Gonzalez sacrifice fly. But a 3-run bottom of the 5th, including 2 home runs, as the first pitch to Nina is taken for a strike 0-1. It was a solo home run from Isaias Tejeda and a 2-run home run from Melky Mesa. That put the Revs in front 6-3, and then York added 3 more runs in the bottom of the 6th inning as Cruz misses outside. In the 6th, Telvin Nash RBI double, Isaias Tejeda sacrifice fly, and a Melky Mesa RBI single. And that gave the Revs a 9-3 lead. That's where this current scoring line holds as Cruz misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So now Cruz on to stop the bleeding of sorts. He's been remarkable this year. 2-1. Nina checks his swing. It's a soft tapper back to the mound. Nina's frustrated. He barely runs down the first base line as Cruz completes the putout. That's the first out of the inning. Luis Cruz has not allowed an earned run in each of his last 9 relief appearances entering tonight. And he has not allowed an earned run in 21 of his last 23 games and 26 of his last 28. His earned run average now over this stretch has fallen down to 2.63. He has his work cut out for him in the bottom of the 8th inning. Luis Cruz works against Telvin Nash with 1 out, nobody on. Another strong night for Nash. First pitch. It's a fastball taken low, 1-0. With the way that this Revs team has played as of late, Somerset will certainly be happy that tonight marks the final meeting between these two teams in the regular season. York, the first team in the Atlantic League to finish off their slate of games with the Patriots. 0-1. Nash checks his swing. Appeal to first base didn't go. 2 balls and no strikes. It's the 21st and final meeting of the regular season. Certainly possible that these two teams can meet in the postseason. But still work to be done for both clubs. Patriots will have 6 more games. Well, actually make it 9 more games in a row against the Freedom Division upcoming. 1-1. Nash fooled on a changeup. Well out in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, 2 balls and 1 strike it should be. After tonight, the Patriots have 3 against the Sugarland Skeeters at home beginning tomorrow. Have an off day on Monday. And then 3 games against the Lancaster Barnstormers Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. And then hit the road for 3 more games against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. As Nash fouls 1 off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 9 more in a row against the Freedom Division, and then after that point, the Patriots will turn their eye back to the Liberty Division, where they'll have 21 games against Liberty Division opponents the rest of the way. That'll likely decide the fate of this team in 2019. 7 more against all 3 of the Long Island Ducks, the High Point Rockers, and the New Britain Bees, in what is still a relatively close Liberty Division standing. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball made Nash look foolish. And that's the second out of the inning. It is not easy to make Telvin Nash look as foolish as Luis Cruz just did. Telvin Nash has been so darn good this year. There was a changeup from Cruz during that sequence that got Nash out in front, and then the hammer curveball on a 2-strike count forces Nash to drop to a knee. That's the 5th strikeout of the ballgame for Patriots pitchers. Now 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th inning. Revs in front 9-3. And here's Isaias Tejeda. First pitch. Taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Cruz is a lefty, but he can certainly pitch and has had a lot of success against righties as well. He's another late inning bullpen option for the Patriots. 1-0. Misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Last time the Patriots were able to set up a save opportunity, the last 2 times it's really been Zexa Nicola in the 8th, and when needed, Luis Cruz in the 7th. 2-0. Taken for a called strike, 2-1. But that was also primarily because Cruz was still operating as the only lefty out of this Patriots bullpen. So Brett Jody had to really pick his spot on when he wanted to use Cruz. But now with Kinley in the bullpen as well, we've got a couple of lefty options. Some strong reinforcements in this pen. Of course, the Patriots also have Junior Rincon, a former Rev, had a sub-3 ERA with the Revs last year. He's in the Patriots bullpen now. 2-1 to Tejeda, taken low. And Rincon tossed a scoreless inning of relief a couple of nights ago in his Patriots debut. So a cupboard that was once bare for the Patriots bullpen after some injuries and contracts were purchased has been restocked and certainly looks promising. 3-1. Fastball settles on the outside part of the plate, 3-2. Revs in front, 9-3. Somerset will have their last chance at the top of the ninth inning. York certainly in position to salvage this 4-game set. Even so, this series has to be considered a massive success for the Patriots, even if they do not come from behind tonight. The Revs had won 8 games in a row, and they were world beaters coming into this 4-game series. But the Patriots took each of the first 3 games and are exiting with a series win as Cruz's fastball misses outside to Tejeda, ball 4. 4th time that Tejeda reaches base. He has not been retired once. He did hit into a sac fly in the 6th inning. So 2-out base runner for York in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're leading 9-3. And it'll bring up Wellington Dotel. Dotel, a right-handed hitter. 3 for 4, 3 doubles in tonight's ball game. Also has 2 runs scored and a run batted in. First pitch from Cruz. Misses low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Philip Walby has been getting loose in the Revs bullpen. He'll come on for the 9th, where it'll be Ullman, Navarro, and Rodriguez duo. 1-0, misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, with the way the Patriots season was going, if they had come in here and gotten swept or had dropped 3 of 4, it would have been a really large hole for them to dig themselves out of. Dotel chases one off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. But the Patriots have come in here and made a statement, regardless of the result of tonight's ball game, to not only take 3 of 4 from the Revs, but clinch the season series win over York is quite substantial. And the Patriots can hop on the bus after this ball game, return home, and begin a 6-game homestand tomorrow with a good deal of momentum. 2-1. Dotel swings and softly grounds one to short. Rodriguez scoops it up, gets the ball to second, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base, and another scoreless inning of relief for Luis Cruz. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Patriots. 6 to tie, 7 to lead when we return on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just fight, we all with same purpose, taking care of you.
Philip Walby on the mound for the York Revolution in the top of the 9th inning as the Revs look to finish off this final game of a 4-game series and salvage the series for York. Walby, the 3rd pitcher used tonight, 2nd relief pitcher. Cesar Cabral just came on and worked a scoreless inning of relief, allowed 1 hit, did not allow a runner to advance further than first base. So now it's the righty Walby, and he'll work against Michael Ullman, Ray Navarro, and Alfredo Rodriguez. 5, 6, 7 in the Patriots' order. Somerset needing a 6-run inning to tie it up. Fortunately for the Patriots, they already have 2 6 or more run innings this series against the York Revolution. So it's certainly possible. Patriots also had a 6-run inning against York earlier this season on a Sunday series finale back towards the end of June. So there's been 3 different times this year that the Patriots have scored 6 or more runs in an inning in this ballpark. Certainly possible, as they'll work against Philip Walby. It's now the second time Walby's appeared this series. Tossed 2 scoreless innings of relief Tuesday night. He'll work against Michael Ullman, first batter of the inning. Ullman 2 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in. First pitch. Ullman takes a fastball off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Ullman was 6 for 8 over his last 2 games, with 5 RBI and 4 runs scored entering tonight. And he's added to that with that 2 for 3 performance and a couple of runs batted in. 0-1. Misses inside, and it grazed Ullman on the forearm, and he'll take first base on a hit by pitch. And the Patriots get the leadoff man aboard for only the 3rd time tonight. So Ullman reaches first base, 3rd time that he's reached tonight. And a leadoff base runner in the top of the 9th inning will bring up Ray Navarro. A lot of fun planned at TD Bank Ballpark coming up starting tomorrow in a 6-game homestand, including a lot of exciting stuff happening this weekend. First pitch to Ray Navarro is scooped foul, 0-1. Tomorrow night is 90s night at the ballpark, so there's going to be a lot of fun retro activity based around the 1990 decade. There'll also be t-shirts, retro t-shirts that are given out to the first 2,500 fans, courtesy of Middlesex Community College. That's happening tomorrow night at TD Bank Ballpark. Certainly going to be a fun night. 0-1. Navarro swings and skies one out to right field and playable. Wellington Dotel's underneath it, jogs in a couple of steps, he makes the catch. Back to first base goes Michael Ullman, and there's 1 away. There will be a post-game fireworks show on Saturday night at TD Bank Ballpark. Fireworks show always so impressive at TD Bank Ballpark. Well, it's going to be another big one. It'll also be fireworks and Fortnite night this coming Saturday. All of that presented by Brother at your side. So a lot going on at the ballpark on Saturday. Alfredo Rodriguez at the plate, and the first pitch from Walby up and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Patriots hosted a couple of Fortnite nights last year, and they had a tremendous amount of success. There's going to be video games that are going to be set up on the concourse where fans can actually play the game in attendance. A 1-0 to Rodriguez, misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. There will be a Fortnite emote dance party, whatever that means. I think that's like all the fun dances that they do in the warm-up area for Fortnite that have become so popular. There'll be a dance party to do all of those dances during the game. 2-0. Rodriguez takes a strike. 2-1. And then there's also going to be a chance to win V-Bucks, whatever those are, in a raffle as well. So Fortnite and fireworks coming to TD Bank Ballpark this Saturday. Tickets are still available. You can purchase them at SomersetPatriots.com. 2-1 to Rodriguez. Called to strike on the outside part, 2-2. And then on Sunday, even more fun taking place at TD Bank Ballpark. Another one of our specialty appearances, as Corbin Burnson will be at the ballpark on Sunday. A popular actor known primarily for his work with the classic baseball film Major League. Rodriguez grounds 1 foul down the third base line. He played Roger Dorn in the movie Major League. It's the 30th anniversary of that film, so we'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary of Major League with Corbin Burnson in the ballpark. That'll be presented by Toyota World of Clinton. Also, of course, be a family Sunday fun day, so autograph session before the game, and then a post-game Diamond Derby presented by Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. And that's just the next 3 days. There's even more going on next week as well. 2-2 to Rodriguez. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 9th inning. The Somerset Patriots are trailing 9-3. There's 1 out and a runner at first, and Michael Ullman. Alfredo Rodriguez at the plate. Mike Krause awaiting on deck. Rodriguez is 1 for 3. Krause is 2 for 3. Philip Walby, a righty, is on the mound. Comes set. Now the 3-2. Swing and a blooper out towards center field. Coming in is Justin Trapp, and he makes the catch. Back to first base goes Ullman, and the Patriots are down to their final out of the night. Rodriguez 1 for 4. It'll be up to Mike Krause to initiate the 6-run comeback. Krause has had a promising game. Doubled off the left center field fence back in the 5th inning. Stole a base and scored a run. Had a base hit his last time up. Even after the Patriots off day on Monday, we'll return on Tuesday, and it will be the annual Star Wars night with the specialty uniforms presented by the Bees Foundation. Very cool uniforms this year, so those will be auctioned off on Tuesday. And then Thursday is Garden State Agricultural Night at the ballpark. First pitch to Michael Krause taken for a strike. And a unique giveaway Thursday night. It'll be potted plants. You get a plant and the pot that it comes in. That is a Patriots branded pot. And it'll be for the first 1,000 fans, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health. Krause attacks a fastball and lifts it foul down the first base line. And now the Patriots are down to their final strike of the evening. So tickets for all of those games are available by going online and purchasing them at SomersetPatriots.com. We hope to see you at some point during the Patriots' upcoming 6-game homestand. But for tonight's purposes, Somerset 1 strike away from dropping the series finale. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Top of the 9th inning, Somerset trailing 9-3. Here's the pitch from Walby. Misses above the letters. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Be sure to hang around with us for the Flemington Department Store postgame show after this one concludes. Have a couple of highlights to go over. We'll check out the out-of-town scoreboard. And we'll set the stage for the upcoming homestand. Ullman at first base. Krause at the plate. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base line. And Krause. I think there might be a fireworks show after this game for York. Not positive. We have a strong crowd of over 4,700 in attendance tonight. Strongest crowd of the week. Walby once again comes set. 1-2 to Krause. Swinging a hard hit ground ball into left field, a base hit. Third hit of the ball game for Michael Krause. Ullman over to second base. And now the opportunity for a fourth plate appearance. The ball game continues for Somerset. Gonzalez has one of the 3 runs batted in for the Patriots tonight. He's 0 for 2, but he had a sac fly out to center field in the 5th inning, which scored Michael Krause from third base, and at the time tied the ball game up at 3 aside. And now hits with Ullman at second and Krause at first. 2 away, top of the 9th inning. First pitch, checks his swing, and it's a cut fastball called a strike, 0-1. Gonzalez in his 4th season with the Patriots. Walby from the stretch, and the 0-1. This one lifted out to right field and shallow. Should do it. Dotel's underneath it. Makes the catch. And the Revolution have won tonight's ball game 9-3. York salvages the series, but the Patriots take 3 of 4. Somerset also clinches the season series win over the York Revolution as they take 3 of 4 here in Pennsylvania. For the Patriots, no runs in the 9th inning on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners are left on base. We'll step aside when we return the Flemington Department Store postgame show. That up next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day,
I fight every night.
Every hour.
every minute,
and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
and I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Bellari, new name, same great company. Bellari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit BellariNJ.com to learn more today.
And welcome back for the Flemington Department Store postgame show as the York Revolution defeat the Somerset Patriots by a final score of 9-3. Flemington Department Store, the area's best selection of quality clothing, flooring, furniture, and footwear, found at our 2-acre showroom located on Route 31, north of the Flemington Circle. Flemington Department Store, it's worth the trip. It was David Holmberg on the mound for the Patriots tonight as they work against Mitch Atkins, the former Patriot. He was on the mound as the starting pitcher for the York Revolution. And the scoring would begin early. The Patriots, having won the first 3 games of the series, they would jump ahead in the top of the first inning. Craig Massey drew a leadoff walk. A couple of batters later, Will Kenger drew a walk. There was then a wild pitch that put runners at second and third. And with 2 out on a 2-strike count, Michael Ullman would give Somerset the lead. So Somerset leading early, certainly looking good. David Holmberg threw an 8-pitch bottom of the first inning, and it seemed as though the Patriots were off to a hot start for the ballgame. However, York would tie it up in the bottom of the second as Holmberg ran into danger. A leadoff single from Isaias Tejeda, and then a Wellington Dotel RBI double made it 2-1. Later in the inning, a 2-out RBI single from Alvaro Rendon put the Revs level with the Patriots, made it a 2-2 score. In the bottom of the third inning, which ultimately proved to be Holmberg's final inning of the night, he gave up at a 1-out solo home run to Telvin Nash, his league-leading 31st home run of the season, and the Revs jumped in front 3-2. That score would hold until the top of the 5th inning, when the Patriots would bounce back. Michael Kraus led off the inning on the first pitch by doubling out off the left center field fence. On the very next pitch of the inning, Kraus stole third base, so there was a runner at third and nobody out in the top of the 5th inning for Yovan Gonzalez. So the game's tied at 3. The Patriots were well into their bullpen again. David Holmberg, their starting pitcher, allowed 3 runs over 3 innings. Nate Rowe scored through a scoreless bottom of the 4th. However, Rowe ran into danger in the bottom of the 5th. A solo home run with 1 away for Isaias Tejeda. A couple of batters later, a 2-run home run for Melky Mesa. And those ultimately provided the difference in the ballgame. A couple of home runs in the inning, and the Revs were leading 6-3. They would add 3 more runs in the bottom of the 6th inning with James Puglisi on the mound. An RBI double from Telvin Nash, a sacrifice fly from Isai Izaheda, and later a 2-out RBI single from Melky Mesa. It put the Revs in front 9-3, and we would coast the rest of the way with scoreless innings from both sides. That was our final, as the Revolution take the series finale over the Patriots by a final score of 9-3. 9 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 8 runners left on base for the Revs. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 6 runners left on base for the Patriots. Mitch Atkins is the winning pitcher. He allowed 3 runs over 7 innings. He improves to 8-4 on the season. Nate Rowe takes the loss. He drops to 2-2 after allowing 3 runs on 4 hits over 2 innings of work. And no save is recorded in a ballgame that took 2 hours and 48 minutes in front of an announced Thursday night crowd of 4,759 fans. With the win, the Revs improved to 19-8 in the second half, 53-43 overall, while the Patriots fall to 10-17 in the second half, 52-45 overall this season. In looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, we were the last game, well, the penultimate game to go final, rather. The 2 games that have gone final, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs defeat the Long Island Ducks 6-4, and the High Point Rockers defeat the Sugar Land Skeeters 5-0. Meanwhile, in the middle of the 6th inning, the New Britain Bees are currently ahead of the Lancaster Barnstormers 4-2. So the updated standings in the Atlantic League. In the Liberty Division, High Point's win and Somerset's loss now has the Rockers in first place. They are 2 up on the second place Long Island Ducks, and now 4.5 up on the third place Somerset Patriots. And then depending on what the New Britain Bees do tonight, the Bees can either leapfrog the Patriots or will remain in 4th place. They're leading the Barnstormers. Meanwhile, in the Freedom Division, a good night for York. They're still in first place, now 2.5 up on Sugarland and 4.5 up on the third place Blue Crabs, and pending the result of the Barnstormers games, right now 8 games up on the last place Barnstormers. A big thank you to Mike Lawrence, who is running our boards tonight at our WCTC studios over in Somerset, as well as a huge thank you to the entire York Revolution press box. This is the last time during the regular season the Patriots are coming over to York. 21 games up and 21 games down between these 2 teams, and the Revolution press box are always very welcoming, and it's certainly a great place to call a game. So a big thank you. If the Patriots do not return to York later this season, if they do, it'll have to be in the postseason. But if they do not, then a big hearty thank you to everyone who works here for the York Revolution. But that'll do it for us tonight from Peoples Bank Park. Again, your final score, it's the Revs salvaging the series. They take tonight's ball game by a final score of 9-3. However, Somerset enters and exits York with 3 wins, and the Patriots have clinched the season series over the Revs with an 11-9 season series marker. But again, it's the Revs taking tonight's ball game 9-3. For everyone involved with the broadcast, my name's Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight as the Patriots return home tomorrow. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Have a pleasant rest of your Thursday evening, everybody. Good night. You too, Mike. Enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you on Sunday. All right. Yep, you too.